Hello everyone and welcome to Stellos Stadium on this beautiful September afternoon as the Purple Panthers will host their out-of-state rival, the Lowell Red Raiders. Hello everyone, I'm Ryan Richer and joining me shortly is Tom King. Last time these two teams met was last year and the Red Raiders got the best of the Purple Panthers 40-17. And Tom, how do you think these two teams played today?
Well, I haven't seen too much of Lowell because we don't get a chance to see them until they play here, but I think what the most interesting aspect of this game is it takes on a little bit of a different meaning for Nashua South after the debacle against Pinkerton Academy, which everybody seems to run into these days and, and walks away shaking their head and licking their wounds. So this is kind of a feel-good game for South, even though it doesn't count in the standings. They need to put on a good performance today. Otherwise, it's 2 straight weeks that they're reeling, and they don't want to go into that situation, getting back into the Division I slate.
Yes, as you spoke about that Pinkerton game, it was this last Saturday. South took an early lead, but they ended up losing 56-14. Chris Dennis will kick this one off for the Purple Panthers, and this one will go into the end zone for a touchback. Chris Dennis, probably the best kicker in all the state.
I was just going to say, I've seen 4 or 5 football games already this year, Ryan. I haven't seen anybody kick the ball like that.
Yeah, he has a leg of right there and boots it into the end zone. And the Red Raiders will take the field first. And RJ Noel is someone to watch out for the Red Raiders at quarterback. Last week in their first game, they came away with a victory. He was 12-27, 204 yards and a touchdown. Is also a dual threat running the ball, gaining 69 yards. That might be a tough task for the Purple Panthers that they've shown that they have a hard time stopping these dual threat quarterbacks. 4 receivers set for the Red Raiders, and this one looks to be all gobbled up in the backfield. Gang tackle that time for the Purple Panthers.
Wow, just a great rush by Nashua in terms of spelling out where the play was going to go. Number 41, Matt Dietrich, led the charge. Off the edge, if you can play well on the edge, you can really do yourself a service because you eliminate a lot of big plays.
Panthers had a hard time defending those counters and options last week, but they come up with a big stop there. Here's a pass on second down, gets right back to the chains after a 5-yard loss. 5-yard gain for the Red Raiders, it looks like. Bring on a 3rd down and long.
Well, they're going to try to throw it out in the flat. Try to use some of that speed that Lowell's got, and they're also in a hurry-up situation right now. So.
Ryan Kerrigan was on the reception at that time for the Red Raiders. 3rd down and 8 for Lowell. South looking to make a big stop here, make a statement for the defense, try to fix things up after giving up 56 points. This is whistles blown before the snap.
Yeah, when you get into a hurry-up situation, you're going to get a lot of movement. You're going to get a lot of defensive players that are going to take their time, maybe not ready for the snap. So you deal with something that officials at this level aren't used to. It's going to lead to a penalty more often than not.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hate to say it that way, but that's basically what it comes down to.
You don't see that many high-powered, fast-paced offense in New Hampshire.
No, that's what it comes down to.
Lowell represent the Merrimack Valley League in Massachusetts. 3 receivers set for the Red Raiders. And we got some discussion right here on the field. Looks like Al Neville is talking to his defense right now, possibly a timeout. Lowell took a timeout.
And now they'll huddle up.
Now they're going to huddle up after a little bit of confusion on the field.
Officials for today's game, Glenn Colburn is the referee, the umpire Michael LaFawn, Tim Begley is the linesman, Neil Vogler the line judge, and Stephen Duprat is the back judge. So now we know who to criticize. Now we know who to criticize when they make a mistake.
I'm just here to call the game. I'll let you criticize all you want, Tom. 3rd down and 8 for the Red Raiders. Here's Noel. He has a wide open man, and the pass is complete. This thread the needle that time. Big 1st down across the 50 for the Red Raiders.
Wow, that's just a big play offense right there. When you can hit a receiver on the fly over the middle, you've got a good high school offense, and that is just a perfect play, a gain of 32 yards.
Gilberto Brown that time, the senior, just went right through coverage and came away with a reception. Already in the Purple Panther territory at the 46-yard line. 3 receivers set once again for Lowell. Panthers coming on a blitz this time. They hand it off to Mason to the left. Mason making some moves. He's going to the outside. Mason, big run on first down.
Yeah, tough yards for Mason as he couldn't break outside and get in the clear, but that's a nice delay handoff to give Mason a jump start on that play. And here goes the hurry up again.
See how this Panther defense weathers the storm right now. So they're right back on their heels. Here's another draw right into open field to the right, and another first down for Lowell. Ray Ramos that time on the tackle.
9 yards.
Another first down for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, this hurry up is giving South a lot of problems.
Noel in the shotgun forward receiver set. Noel that time, a little miscommunication, and he'll just run this one, but
yeah, you can see the hesitancy on Noel's part, and you can see why. Basically, he had to halt and then run it up the middle as no one was ready for a handoff, but he still makes positive yards out of it. He gets 3 yards. 2nd and 6.
Trips to the left side. Here's Noel in the shotgun shot, and he almost gets it close to the chains, but the catch is good. They bring on a 3rd down and short for the Red Raiders.
Well, a quick pass in the flat. They line up the 3 receivers, and the inside man in the slot moves inside and gets that pass very quickly. You've got to time it very well.
And Noel, this with a quick QB sneak that time to the right. It looks like he got it.
Got to be close.
Once again, that hurry-up offense, Tom, taking advantage against this Purple Panther defense right now. I can't tell if the back plate, if it's 26 in the backfield with Noel, or is it 25?
2-6.
Is it 2-6? All right. Sometimes those back plates block the numbers for us.
2-6.
All right. Thank you very much.
And he's got the ball now, but this time Nashua's ready for it.
This time he's stopped in the backfield. Number 44, Donald Maffey, came away with the tackle.
Loss of 3 on that play.
The Panthers are making some plays in the backfield with the pressure, but it's the big plays over the top right now that are giving Nashua all the trouble.
Dylan Flesh in there on the stop.
Motion to the right side. Noel now connects on the flat, makes one move, and now he's along the sideline down at the 20-yard line. That's number 10, Jack Alvin, with the reception.
About 4 yards on that reception. But you know what, Ryan? I would have liked to have seen them just try to isolate a tight end and go over the middle, as I think Nashua showed that they could be vulnerable there.
Once again, across the middle, and this one is complete. Stretches it out and looks like he's close to the marker. Alex Kaziri that time with the reception.
Boy, this is some offense that Lowell's
They are
got.
just moving right along.
They've got to really like what they've got in store. They're down to the 11, 12-yard line.
4th down and 1, they're going to go for it. Here's Noel, he's trying to move his feet. The Panther defense met him at the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they give it to him. Noel that time didn't get a good push up front.
I don't think he's got it. No, he's short. He's at the 11. So
and the Panthers defense comes and celebrates as they come up with a big stop.
With a big 4th down stop.
And now we're going to see this South offense led by sophomore quarterback Trevor Knight taking over for Keith Fargus, 3-year starter.
Well, you take over for a 3-year starter and try to get everything in sync. Don't think we're going to see the same type of deal that we saw with Lowell moving down the field that way.
Trevor has shown that he can definitely has an arm, but he also can run the ball as well. That's what you need in this South offense. 4 receiver set. The spread is always for the Purple Panthers. Here's McCray. McCray now goes back to the right side, but is met at the line of scrimmage, maybe for a loss that time on the play.
Yeah, it looks like he lost a couple. Back at the 9.
Ryan Kerrigan that time on the tackle. And loss of 2.
This is going to be very fast-paced because Nashua does the same thing. They get the plays carted in from the sidelines, remember, so they do no huddle as well. So very fast-paced football game.
Here's Paradise this time. Paradise breaking some tackles, still on his feet. Nice run that time by Derek Paradise. Now makes it a little 3rd and manageable for the Panthers.
If you're a defensive coordinator trying to get this game coached and prepared, your team coached and prepared for it during the week, you're really up against it because there's just no way to really prepare for the no huddle.
And here's Paradise again. Paradise to the left side, but he is met in the backfield, and he's going to be well short of the marker.
Yeah, no gain for Paradise that time. Lowell came right in. Defense was ready for it. Might have been better served on that play, doing a little play action.
Mansory that time on the tackle. Off. Yeah. We've seen it last week against Pinkerton on 3rd and long. They went with the run and got nothing. Dennis will punt this one away.
I think that's not wanting to put the ball in the hands of a sophomore quarterback when you're deep in your own territory. That's what that is.
Low kick by Dennis. This one's going to get a nice little bounce, though.
Let that go and let it roll as far as it can because that's all Lowell can do.
Into the 30. Yep. Nice kick by Dennis. Looked a little bad at first, but got a nice bounce out of the way.
And then we'll watch the machine again because this is a really well-oiled Lowell offense that can move the ball. They just need to be able to finish some plays.
I'd like to see practices for Lowell. I wonder how fast-paced that is.
Oh.
So Lowell got stopped on 4th down and 1 on the first possession. They come right back to work. We got 6:17 to go in the first quarter, and we are scoreless so far. Really seeing Noel go to work against this Panther secondary. He's made some nice throws
Question
so
is,
far.
will he throw on 1st down? I think he might. Yep.
That he will. Right across the middle, and the pass is complete for another Red Raider 1st down. Number 10, Jack Galvin that time with the reception.
Boy, the passing yards are just going to be piling up here as
they're back at it again. Now this is a handoff. Nope, Noel's going to keep it. Noel maybe got back to the
he might have been better off. He might have been better off handing it off as he just barely gets back.
His running back had a lot of room if he would have handed it off. Noel goes across the middle this time, but this one is just behind his receiver, number 81, Gilberto Brown.
Yeah, Brown wanted to cut inside, but he ran into a defender. And Noel saw that defender there and wanted to throw it to the outside. They're lucky Nashua didn't have a safety on that side of the field that could have picked that ball off, because if it was picked off, it would have been pick 6 all the way down the field.
3rd down and 10 at the 48-yard line. Noel going deep this time, but that's another miscommunication with his receivers. Receiver stopped.
Well, I think his receiver got jammed and then stopped. You get a high school kid who gets contact as a receiver, he's not sure whether he should continue the route or not, and that's another incompletion.
Alex Casari that time on the...
So Nashua, obviously, what Nashua's now doing is they're trying to jam the receivers and get a little bit more physical on defense, Ryan, so they can throw Noel and his receivers out of the rhythm. You don't want to get the opposing quarterback and his targets into a rhythm where they're just firing completion after completion after completion.
Great point, Tom. Yeah, you don't want those wide receivers running wild.
Jam them as much as you can within the limit, and then let things happen the way they're supposed to.
Looks like illegal substitution against the Red Raiders. So now they're going to have to punt it 5 yards deeper.
Here we go. Let's go, Sam.
So early in the first quarter, the Panthers defense has come up with stops.
You can see why Lowell has that wide open offense, because they don't have a whole lot of size up front of that offensive line.
That's a good equalizer, too.
You know, and so they try to do it with speed.
And the punt is away for the Red Raiders. Short punt. And this one is going to bounce back and probably be down at the 32-yard line.
So Nash will take over 1st and 10 with a little bit more room for the sophomore to operate. A little bit better situation.
First 3 plays, 1 to McCray, 2 to Paradise. Couldn't pick up the 1st down.
No score here, 5:30 left to play in the first period.
Now Patrick Goff is in the shotgun formation for the Purple Panthers. Trevor Knight is going to take a back seat on this drive. Here's McCray. McCray goes in motion. They hand to McCray. McCray to the right side, trying to find some open space, but he'll be tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, Nashua South's offense is a work in progress, it seems, right now. Against a team like the caliber of a Lowell.
Ryan Kerrigan on the tackle, calling his name a lot so far early in this afternoon. We have a penalty on the play. Personal foul against Lowell that time.
And penalties will always be the great equalizer in any football game.
Looked like maybe Kerrigan was celebrating a little too much that time, and the refs didn't like it.
That'll bring the ball out near midfield to about the 48-yard line. This is Nashua South's home opener, Ryan. They've got a beautiful, beautiful field to play on now with this new turf at Stellos Stadium, and the band's first public appearance here at home, and they got new uniforms.
Here's a nice play for the Purple Panthers, end around, breaking tackles, first down and more into Red Raider territory. Sean DeCoste that time.
Sean DeCoste with a great run.
That's what the Panthers need, the
senior.
Need that,
yeah, exactly. They need that experience level. They need a runner who knows where to cut, and how to take a hit and bounce off it. And they've got that in DeCoste. 18-yard run.
4 receiver set. McCray will go in motion once again. Koff is now going to pitch it over to McCray, but this one is just in front of him a little too much.
All right, good-looking play, but Goff holds his own after the fake play action and then tries to throw it, but he just throws it off his back foot. He gets a little bit too much on it.
Now this Panther offense definitely has a lot of weapons. Ray Ramos and obviously the 2 studs in the backfield, McCray and Paradise. If they just try to figure things out at the quarterback position, I think they'll definitely let it go far.
Yeah, you lose a 3-year starter like Farkas. It doesn't give the other players that much time to get ready when you've got a kid who's been going for 3 years. In other words, those sophomores and freshmen don't get that much experience.
Absolutely. That was Koff that time, keeping it on the option. They'll bring on a 3rd down and long for the Panthers.
You got about 2 yards, so he's 3rd and about a short 8, long 7.
4 receiver set. At the 31-yard line. Here goes DeCoste again. Another end around. Gets a great block. He has plenty of room. This one man to beat. Breaks the tackle. Touchdown, Panthers. Sean DeCoste, 31-yard touchdown run. He gets his fans excited in the home opener for Nashua South.
Boy, you look at the offenses, and you say, there's no way that this is going to happen and South's going to score first. But it happened with DeCoste when they started running on the edge and giving the ball to the more experienced players. That's where it comes in. 31-yard run for the touchdown.
Chris Dennis will go on to tack on the extra point. And this one is good. 7-0 Panthers. 4:31 to go in the first quarter.
Well, again, some good blocking on the outside. Nashua has some great outside plays on the edge. And that's where a high school football team can do a lot of damage when you've got this no-huddle offense and a little bit of experience. We saw DeCoste run earlier in the game. He had an 18-yard run his first carry, now a 31-yard touchdown run. Once he turns the corner, there's nobody there. You know, he had a chance to get knocked out at the 10-yard line. He makes a nice cut and turns on the Jets. And that's 6 points for Nashua right there. The extra point's good, and they got a 7-0 lead.
So it's the same play that DeCoste picked up 18 yards on the first play. The coaching staff liked it so much they went right back to it. They got him 6 points on the board. And they lead the Red Raiders 7-0 with 4:31 to go in the first quarter. Let's see if RJ Noel and company can answer. They've been moving the ball, but the Panthers defense have made some nice stops in their own area. Here's Dennis. He's going to kick this one. Nice kick once again from Dennis. Going to send the Red Raiders running back into the end zone, and this will be a touchback.
Reminds me of some of the old Girton kicking games that they had when they were able to do it, because their coverage was never that good, so they always depended on their kicker to kick it into the end zone.
The man with the fancy shoes, Chris Dennis, with another boot of a kick that time. So the Red Raiders will start their 3rd possession at their own 20-yard line.
Clock has stayed at 4:31 for quite a while here after that touchdown run.
That it has.
That's what a good kicker will do.
Here's the inside draw, but met in the backfield that time. It goes nowhere.
Lowell has not had a whole lot of success running the football. Nashua's interior linemen seem to be able to shut off the lanes.
Brandon Dupre that time just knifed through that offensive line and came away with the tackle in the backfield. Loss of 3 that time. Cormo that time, nowhere to go. Under pressure once again as Noel. Noel has to get this one away. Almost picked off.
Diving there, Patrick Goff.
Off that time, read that one perfectly. Now the Panthers starting to get pressure on their Red Raiders offense.
Well, you know, they've got a lead, and once you can get into that backfield and put some pressure on, the quarterback is going to throw the ball. 3:59 left first quarter, 7-0 Nashua with the lead.
3rd down 13, Noel going to go across the middle, and he finds Gilberto Brown for the first down. Right. Gilberto Brown, another big catch.
Brown with another big catch. He's a good open field runner.
He runs nice routes, Tom.
He does.
Finds that open area. Can't see the listing for the height, but he has some height on him. Noel once again across the middle. That one is complete. And the Red Raiders starting to move things again.
Well, they're moving it because they're throwing it.
Jack Galvin that time on the reception. 2nd and 4 for the Red Raiders at their own 44-yard line. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's an inside draw. Nope, Noel's going to keep it, and Noel has nowhere to go.
That play does not work.
Nope.
There's too much interior pressure for Nashua's backfield and penetration into the Lowell backfield for Noel to really operate the play action and any of the ball fakes he wants to try to do. And as a result, Lowell gets a little foot happy, and there's usually movement before the snap.
It seems like they're almost just calling that play just to keep the Panther defense honest.
Well, there's also formation issues too. I think Nashua may decline this penalty.
Yep, they are going to decline it. Good call, Tom. Cullen is in the backfield with Noel this time. 4 receiver set. 3:19 to go in the first quarter. Noel across the middle to Galvin. That one is complete and then stripped away. This one looks like he's going to...
Did Galvin have possession? They say no.
Nope, they are going to say no that time.
That's it. And you know what that's a factor of? That's a factor of Noel trying to get rid of the ball quickly because of the pressure. So his receiver, Galvin's got to be ready for it, and Galvin wasn't quite ready to make that catch.
But this looked like a bang-bang play. Caught it, stripped it, didn't really have...
Galvin catches it quickly on the run, wants to do something with it, but he knows he wasn't quite ready for the catch, so he didn't have full possession of the football.
I'll bring on a 4th down and 6, and
that series showed that Al Neville's found something. The defensive coordinator from South has found something in Noel's offensive scheme that he can take advantage of and get penetration.
Punt is away. High punt this time. The Panthers are going to have to watch this one away. It looks like it hit a Red Raider player around the 20-yard line. Nope, they're going to say it goes inside the 10.
Dead inside the 10. So the kicking game for both teams has done some good things.
Yeah, it sure has. And this one is going to back up the Panthers inside the 10-yard line. Patrick Koff will come back for 2nd possession. See if they can add to this lead. Let's see.
All the different lines here. You see the soccer lines, the field hockey lines.
Beautiful
Great logos
field
for the teams. Yeah, they did a really good job with this new surface.
This one's to McCray. McCray breaking, attack in the backfield. McCray going to the right side, and then he'll be tackled short. Gain that time. A lot of hard running by McCray.
Yeah.
They just get him into the open field.
Well, that's just it. They depend on the open field. This isn't a ground and pound type of team. Ahmad McCray is one of those running backs that wants to break out into space.
2nd down and 7. This is McCray once again. McCray met in the backfield. He is going to go nowhere. Loss on the play.
Talk about defensive penetration. Lowell was right on top of that. No chance for that play to develop. And now Nashua's in the same situation they were really on their first offensive possession of the football game.
A lot of Noel that time in for the tackle. It's going to bring on a 3rd down and 8 at the 8-yard line. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, 7-0 Panthers.
Yeah, you just have to, they're going to try a pass. Dangerous down
This
there.
one's the Paradise to the right side, but will come up short.
Now that takes a lot of guile to call that kind of a play because the quarterback had just gotten dumped on, or a running back in the backfield gotten dumped. Your quarterback is open to a safety situation or just a bad interception if he makes a bad throw. That time he didn't. It was a fairly safe play in the flat, but still.
Dennis kicking this one in his own end zone. Gets it away. This one a little knuckleball this time. Brown back to retrieve it, and he's just going to let this one bounce. This one's going to roll about the 32-yard line. Nice kick by Dennis. Dennis isn't getting much air today, but when it bounces, he's getting a nice little roll there. Panthers defense has made some nice stops against this Red Raider offense that looked like it was going to be unstoppable early. See if they can do more of the same. So RJ Noel and company will come back onto the field for the Red Raiders. Much better defense this time from the Panthers than we saw last week when they gave up 56 points to Pinkerton. A lot of people thought that was possibly.
Against an offense that has a great mix of size and speed, and this offense right here has a lot of speed. I don't see a lot of size.
That's one thing against Pinkerton. They have a lot of size and speed. A lot of people thought that was possibly a preview of the Division I championship game, but I don't know right now.
Well, it'll be a free-for-all to see who gets there. Yep. That's the thing.
Especially when you got teams like Exeter, Salem, and Central breathing down South's neck. 1st down and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a draw play that time to the right. Short gain that time for the Red Raiders. Only 1 on the play that time.
Yeah, but you know the positive thing is Nashua didn't get anybody in the backfield, so that Lowell's got to take a look at that as a positive.
There's Noel across the middle that time, just missed the mark.
Dangerous throw because you've got a receiver who's got 3 white-purple jerseys around him, and if that ball gets deflected like it did, he's very lucky a South player didn't come up with that ball in midair and race it in.
Trying to find Kerrigan that time across the middle.
There's going to be some kind of defensive or offensive mistake here by Lowell at some point, the way they throw the ball.
3rd down and 9 at the 38-yard line. Noel rolling to the left, trying to find a receiver.
Almost happened again.
Almost right there. Just couldn't come away with it. High pass that time.
Boy, it seems that Lowell is out of their rhythm, and I think they're going to, when they get the ball back again, they're going to try to open up Gilberto Brown. They need to get Brown. He's got 2 big receptions. He's the guy I would tend to go to try to open things up and open up the offense and take away some of that defensive pressure that Nashua's put on them. You get Brown moving the chains like that, that will slow the defense down a little bit and tire them out.
The last 2 plays went to Galvin and Kerrigan, and you know this couldn't find the mark that time for Noel.
We're still in the first quarter. There's still 1:07 left here.
I thought we were going to breeze through the first quarter the way the ball was moving.
Well, you know, it doesn't happen with a no huddle because it takes less time. You don't have that 30-second interval between plays.
Picks this one up and returns it to the 36-yard line. It's Connor Leary.
That was a very good open. Connor Leary's got a little bit of a burst, but that was a very good open field tackle by Nikolai Curry.
Nikolai Curry didn't tackle Leary. I think Leary would still be running right now.
Yep. He's a freshman on Lowell's team. So you got a freshman playing special teams, which is a good spot for a freshman, but at the same point in time, he's got to make the tackle. And fundamentally, he did. He wrapped him up and got his legs and hauled him down. Otherwise, that was going to be another South big play. First and 10.
Leary decided to pick that one up and run it. I like it.
Yep.
First down 10, 59 seconds to go at the 37-yard line.
Which is even more amazing that Curry was able to make the tackle because he had to be ready for that.
Yeah. Sometimes you see special teams over pursuing. Here's Paradise. Paradise has a little running room. Paradise still on his feet. He's breaking tackle. Paradise has one man to beat. Still breaking tackles along the 30 inside the 20-yard line. Nice run that time by Derek Paradise.
Well, the delay handoff works that time. And I think one of the reasons Goff was put in there at quarterback is because he can make that delay move a little bit better than the other side than the sophomore can. All the way down to the 25-yard line.
Galvin had him wrapped up around the 50-yard line, and Paradise just shrugged him off and kept on moving.
38 yards.
There's another pass to DeCoste. DeCoste has a nice block. DeCoste breaking a tackle close to the 10-yard line. Here comes the Panther offense. This is what we're used to seeing, Tom. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Panthers at the, looks like the 13-yard line. First down and 10. Three receiver set to the right side. Ray Ramos is the lone receiver to the left. Koff now, he's going to pitch it to McCray. McCray breaking a tackle. Maybe got back to the first down marker.
Yeah, Galvin was on that play the whole time.
Panthers trying to work McCray, trying to get him into some open space, see what his speed can break a tackle and make a big play.
Yeah, but Galvin, when he gets in the backfield, has got a little bit of speed himself. He can run a player down like that from behind.
And Paradise is going to take it into the 10-yard line, and that will do it for the first quarter.
Well, you said in. That's the first interior play they've run when they've been down there that low. So down that close. And they ran interior that time when they had that whole space open on the wide side. See if South goes to that side again and tries to utilize that speed. I would try to just isolate their man DeCoste in that flat. Even though Lowell may be looking for it, DeCoste has got enough speed to beat them.
Absolutely, and seeing
you've got good players when your players, even though the defense is ready for what you're going to do, your players can outperform the defense, even though the defense is ready for it. You know you've got good players when that happens.
And when you have that, you can call any play you want and not be scared.
And not be, exactly.
We're seeing Derek Paradise off to a great start. Last week he was a little absent, but now for that big play, and they seem to be riding him hard right now. And bring on a 3rd down and 7. Really, for the Red Raiders, RJ Noel came out like gangbusters, moving the ball. The last 3 possessions, Panthers have had an answer for him. Last night it was North here who hosted Pinkerton. It was more of the same for Pinkerton as they rolled, I believe, was it 54-0 or so, pitching the shutout. So that does it for Pinkerton. They get the clean sweep of the Nashua schools, beating BG. BG was the only one that held them to 16 points. So.
Yeah, you know, and I did that game, and we were all like, oh, BG looks awful. But, boy, you really got to wonder.
You really have to.
Although Pinkerton still put up some good offensive numbers moving the ball up and down the field, they shot themselves in the foot a couple of times, and they also, BG made some good defensive stops when it was crunch time. So here we go. And look at that wide side of the field on the top of your screen.
DeCoste goes in motion.
They're looking that way.
That's the Paradise. Paradise with a fingertip catch gets a great block by McCray, and he's going to be close, Tom.
Yeah, he's close, but I don't think he's got it.
That's what you like to see from one of your star players, laying out and making a nice block. Andre McCray that time for Paradise. Yeah, he's going to be just short.
4th and about, no, not 7.
Now they might want to bring on Dennis, as that's a false start on the Panthers.
Yeah, now it's
76.
Now it's going to be 4th and 7.
Riviera that time with the false start. And Dennis, bring him on, and he'll come on and kick this one for the Panthers.
Yeah, when you've got a field goal kicker like that, you know, in 4th down, you've got a kid who can put the ball, you know, into the next county and do it accurately. You don't really need to have to go for it on 4th down. That's kind of a luxury.
And we have a timeout from the Red Raiders. That's their 2nd timeout of the first half. Red Raiders going to discuss things. Really, right now, the two offensive weapons have been Derek Paradise, no story there, but DeCoste that time with Sean DeCoste with a 31-yard touchdown. And that's our score right now, 7-0 in the second quarter with 11:36 to go as we just started the second quarter. Should be a 27, 28-yarder by Chris Dennis. This should be pretty much nothing but a chip shot for him. Connor Leary will be the holder for the Purple Panthers. Snap is away, and the kick is up and good. Chris Dennis.
27-yarder?
Yep, 27-yarder. That is good.
Well, you know what? Anytime you get in the red zone, you want points. You get points, you're happy. 10-0 Nashua South lead.
And that's what Chris Dennis does. He's a sure kicker. You don't see that many in high school kicking, especially in New Hampshire. But when you got a sure kicker like Dennis, just trot him out to the field and you know you're going to get 3.
Yeah, when you got a sure kicker like Dennis, he can probably go somewhere with that leg.
I would think so. He was a former soccer player, right, Tom? I believe so.
He might still be one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Doing double duties, I guess.
I mean, a lot do it.
That's true, yeah. Most soccer games aren't being played on Friday nights or Saturday afternoons.
Well, there are Friday afternoon game. The road is littered with stories about kids who have hustled off the hustled, forgotten the bus and said, no, I gotta get a ride and get somebody to drive them and make that football game on time.
Dennis also kicking kickoffs here, and this one,
my goodness,
just at the 1-yard line. Wow, but this one is going to be called touchback.
He touched the player in the end zone when he had a foot in, so it's out to the 20-yard line.
We'll still give him that one. That's his third touchback of the afternoon. 10-0 is our score. 11:32 to go in the second quarter. And this Panther defense has really come up huge the last couple of times. RJ Noel and company will trot back onto the field, trying to answer as they're down 10-0. Four receiver set, 3 split to the right side. Noel in the shotgun. Noel going across the middle to Brown that time, but just overshot him. That time Amram McCray was right there with Brown. Like you said, try to get the ball back to Brown, see if he can make something happen. 2nd down and 10 at the 20-yard line of the Red Raiders. Here's Noel. Noel's going to go across the middle. Short pass that time, complete, still on his feet. A 5-yard gain that time for the Red Raiders. Number 13, Ryan Kerrigan with the completion. Now brings on 3rd down and short.
Now let's see what Lowell's short game is like here. You can drive the ball 300 yards, but if you can't putt, it doesn't work.
Absolutely, good golf analogy there. Right across the middle, that one is a completion. Takes a big hit that time.
That is a hit.
Number 10, Jack Galvin that time on the reception. Josh Castro that time with a vicious hit for the Panthers. Coming on blitz as time as Pro Panthers, they pick it up. Noel has a receiver open, incomplete, close to the 50-yard line. That's number 10, Jack Galvin once again. Galvin, 2 completions in a row.
Well, that moves the chains. That's what you want.
Noel and Galvin seem to have a connection right here on this drive.
Still, I want to see Brown involved. Where is he lined up? Is he out there?
And here's Noel. Noel right at the middle, nothing but room. Noel still on his feet, close to the 20-yard line, dragging the defender down to the 10-yard line.
Oh, what a great run. Everybody thinking pass, and the quarterback just takes off up the middle and basically runs where they ain't. And they weren't in the middle. They were worried about the edges, and they weren't in the middle, and Noel saw that and ran right up. And here comes Lowell's version of the hurry up again.
There's Noel
Oh,
going
he had
across
a
the middle.
man wide open in the end
This
zone.
one's going to be pass interference.
But he had Alex Desir open in the corner.
Looks like number 12, Ray Ramos, bumped.
But he had a receiver wide open in the corner of the end zone. All he had to do was throw the fade, and it was 6 points.
Yeah, this will be a pass interference of Ray Ramos. He bumped Kerrigan. Kerrigan had the nice inside slant that time, but Ray Ramos got there a little too early. Looks like we got a timeout here.
Yeah,
nope,
Neville wants to go out and maybe settle his team down a little bit, but now he says, no, that's okay. We get the clock stopper with the penalty, and, you know, Al says, okay, I'll back off. Ball down at the 6-yard line, as you said, Ryan.
Big play by Noel, and the pass interference gets him down to the 6. Nope, here we now we got a timeout by Nashua South. But wow, that was a big play for the Raiders, something that they needed. Noel that time doing it with his feet.
There are representatives of the Super Coupe Fund selling raffles to win a Mini Cooper car.
Noel nothing new to running. He had 69 yards last week in their home opener, and they came away with the victory. And right now, the Panthers up 10-0 with 10:32 to go in the second quarter. Last year, these two teams met. It was really all Lowell, 40-17. Panthers trying to erase that loss and come away with the big victory that they need to really get momentum going back to Division I play next week.
Well, I think they feel good about themselves already, jumping out to a 10-0 lead. That lead is in jeopardy of shrinking right here. First and goal for the Red Raiders.
Screen for the Panthers. This one's going to go in for a touchdown.
Galvin's a good little player. He gets the ball in open space, and he kind of knows what to do with it. He's a smart receiver. He's kind of a welcome type, kind of a slot guy who basically you need 5, 6, 7 yards. Galvin can get it for you, and that's what he did right there and gets the touchdown.
Galvin on that little quick screen that time, 6-yard touchdown. Pass, Noel to Galvin. Now they will attempt to tack on the extra point. Nicoff will try to tack this one on, and this one is good. So now it's only a 3-point ball game, 10-7 with 10:26 to go. In the second quarter, the Panthers lead by 3 now.
Panthers 10 and Red Raiders 7.
And that was the drive the Red Raiders needed to really try to finish one off.
Yeah, you don't want to settle for 3 in that situation.
They've had good opportunities early, but came away with nothing. Now they come away with 7 points.
74 yards, 6 plays for the
And the Panthers got a crack at it once again. And Patrick Goff has really moved the ball well for the Panthers. Really at the quarterback positions, got things going for them.
Kind of a cool, crisp day. Both teams are lucky that weather that we had earlier in the week when it was humid and sticky and summery.
Oh, yeah.
They're both very lucky that that's not the case right now.
Nothing but
This is a kind of day
day.
made for this type of offense.
Absolutely. It was just really muggy and humid earlier. Nothing but a cool afternoon in September here at Stellos Stadium. Kick is away. Bit of a knuckleball at that time. Picked up at the 10-yard line. Here's Paradise. Paradise has a nice seam. Paradise to the outside at the 40, close to the 45-yard line. Nice run that time.
You
by
take
Derek
that momentum
Paradise.
Lowell had and you just stick a pin in it because all of a sudden you give that South offense, which has shown it can move the ball, 50 less yards to have to do it. They're out right at midfield or right at the 46-yard line, and perfect opportunity for South to just stick a pin in the Lowell balloon and squelch that momentum, because right now Dennis's field goal is the difference in this game in a 10-7 ball game. with still plenty of time left.
Yeah.
10-19 to play here in the first half.
Derek Paradise's kickoff return. Panthers set up shop at their own 45-yard line. McCray's in the backfield. This is Knight now in the backfield. He pitches off to Paradise, and Paradise another first down, still dragging defenders at the 40-yard line. Close
What
to
a
39.
perfect little flip over the defender for Lowell, who almost, if he had 2 more inches, could have batted that ball up in the air, caught it, and run it in. But Trevor Knight with a nice little soft throw.
Perfect touch that time to Paradise. First down and 10 at the 39-yard line. Seems like the Panthers are going to split time at quarterback between Knight and Goff today. Figure out maybe what quarterback they want to go with the rest of the season. Now another timeout for the Panthers. Their second.
Yeah, that's a take your breath timeout.
Yeah.
Of course, with Knight out there, you want to make sure the sophomore knows exactly what's going on. And, you know, this is different. I mean, all these timeouts, when you see them happen, it's interesting to see the whole team running over to the field rather than the coach going out to talk to the team. It's a little bit different than we've seen in high school football lately.
Yeah. That is a little bit different than usual. Now, do you like splitting the time between Goff and...
No, I'd rather
Knight,
give it
you
to
know?
one quarterback and let him get into a rhythm.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know, and in this case, I'd go with the junior. I'd go with Goff because of his, the experience factor. A little, well, not experience factor, but just a little older.
But Knight won the job in camp. You know, he started
Well,
against
evidently
Over.
not enough by enough.
Here's McCray once again.
Yep.
Down to the 21-yard line. Yeah, it seems like, you know, Knight won it, but I guess not enough, like you said. Goff is getting some time today. Four receiver set. Now Knight pitches over to Cost. The Cost gets a nice block.
There's that
The Cost
speed.
still on his feet. Down to the 10-yard line.
Well, I'm surprised. He showed me maybe he's a little tired because usually he gets the ball in that first quarter. He got the ball like that. He turned on the Jets.
Connor Leary that time with a nice block set up the Cost in the open field.
Well, this will give the sophomore some confidence being able to move the ball like this. Well, Lowell's defense is going to be so tired by the end of this game.
First down 10 at the 11-yard line of the Red Raiders. Here is McCray. McCray making moves in the middle of the field, and it'll be inside the 5-yard line.
Nice interior run, but of course Lowell's defense helped that happen because they spread it out on defense. They didn't bunch up inside. There was a lot of room in the middle.
Looks to be a lot of room right again. Nope, now they're sending blitz.
Yeah, I think right now with Nashua, you're going to go to that top of your, if you look at the top of your screen on the left side, you see all that open space.
And Paradise is right there in the slot.
Let's see if the sophomore notices that and makes the play.
Here's the Cost in motion.
Well,
and they're going to set it up for DeCosta.
Yeah,
almost intercepted that time.
Yeah, but you know what? When you're making that kind of a throw, though, you don't want that throw to be sideways. You want to throw it in the end zone. The best play in that situation is to have one of those three receivers on the trips on the left side, cut to the inside, and get a quick pass for the touchdown.
Kasiri that time read it perfectly and almost came away
You're
with it.
making the defense have to be really ready if you can throw that quick play. But when you just float it across the side of the field, that's not helping anybody.
You almost have to gun it right to
your receiver. You really have to gun it, and I think you gun it to the inside.
Now, Trevor Knight's going to keep it. Trevor Knight breaking
really
moves. He hits at the line of scrimmage, and he moves his feet. Touchdown.
That's a good call because that right there, everybody's all loaded up on that other side, and now you go the opposite way, and that's a good call with the quarterback.
Trevor Knight, that's what we see from him. He makes things happen when he's in the open field.
And all of a sudden, all that momentum Lowell has is now gone.
Nice. Pretty much it all got set up by Derek Paradise's kickoff return. Short field to work with for the Panthers, and they move right along. Touchdown, Trevor Knight. Chris Dennis will come on to tack on the extra point. And this one is good once again for Chris Dennis.
And with 8 minutes and 50 seconds of play in the first half here at Stellos, is now
Another nice drive by the Panthers, and they get some points on the board. Last 3 possessions, all come away with some points. They lead 17-7, 8:50 to go in the second quarter.
Well, Lowell at halftime, they're going to try to make a lot of adjustments on defense. Try to see what they can do to slow down this Nashua offense. Of course, special teams is one of them. You got to, hem them in on kick returns, so that's got to be done. But it's just going to be this is one of those games where you lose this game and you're Lowell. The best thing you can say is your team got a good workout after the
yeah,
day.
right.
Because of the way Nashua just plays this game.
Well, they get plenty of workout playing against teams like Chelmsford and Tewksbury in their own division, so they know all about that. Like you said, really, the front 4 for Lowell, they were just giving up too much room in the middle. There's Dennis, another long kick, and this one's going to roll in his 4th touchback of the afternoon. We just have a little tally up here, see how many touchbacks he
Well,
gets.
I mean, it's important because look what it did to Nashua when Lowell doesn't have that kind of kicker, and Nashua was able to put on a return. You take the return game away from 2 teams that have speed, you're taking away a faction of the game that they can possibly score points on. But boy, this Nashua offense, I'm a sophomore trying to grasp it and trying to keep up. I mean, that's a lot of captain's practices I better be attending in the summertime before the real stuff starts in August.
Well, it's one thing when Fargus started as a sophomore, he had Zacco in the
by
backfield,
the
they
third,
had so many.
By the third year, he knows it inside and out. But
Yeah.
when you get these kids that haven't played it that much.
Here's Noel. Noel is going to go deep this time, and this one is complete. That is to Brown.
That's to Mr. Brown, and that's what he does. He makes things happen.
Big stop that time. Big play for the Red Raiders that time.
All the way out to the 44-yard line.
Castro that time on the tackle, but not before Brown moves the chains. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Here's Noel. Noel gets pressure that time, and that is hit. Is that a fumble?
Yeah,
Nope, they're going to say
he
that's
was
incomplete.
unloaded. He was looking for Brown around the 40-yard line, and Brown had a step. But Noel couldn't get it. Is that pressure that Nashua? I'll tell you, if you get pressure on the quarterback, and at whatever level of play whatever level you're playing football on, you get good quarterback pressure. The odds are you're going to win the game.
Devin Merrick that time came on the blitz and pressured Noel
This
into
time
a
they
complete
try
pass.
to fake the blitz and they leave a man open.
That's a complete pass. Still has feet. Ooh, takes a vicious hit, but gets more than enough for the first down.
Boy, say this about Nashua's defense. They hit hard.
Yeah.
You're Lowell. You're one like, geez, do I really want my big guys out there? Because this game isn't counting in the standings anywhere.
Castro delivered another vicious hit, but not before Garrigan got the first down. Pierce Garrigan was just sitting in the zone of the defense waiting for an open spot, and Noel found him. Here's Noel once again up the middle. Noel on a first down run, and he gets him more than enough.
I think Nashua's going to have a spy on Noel. They have to have somebody watch him at all times because he fakes the handoff again and then runs it up the middle. That little play action hesitates, freezes the defense, and he's got the Red Seas part, and he's able to run right up there.
That's the second big run for Noel, trying to take things over now. Here's Noel once again. Noel short run that time. Josh Halftail that time on the tackle for the Panthers.
Now Nashua got some penetration again.
We got 2 yards on the run that time for Noel. Second down and 8 at the 28-yard line. 7 minutes to go.
Well, more than that, 7:44 in a 17-7 football game with Nashua South leading Lowell.
Someone's coming off for the
injury
Red Raiders.
timeout.
Kasari, it looks like, for Lowell. Here's Noel going across the middle that time. And that is to Brown. First down for the Red Raiders. Out to the 11-yard line. Brown coming up a little limping right now. But he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Could be a cramp. Could be cramping up a little bit.
It's their only second game of the year, so still trying to work out some kinks.
We're all still trying to work out some kinks here, right?
Always. There's Noel across the middle. Oh, just couldn't
Wants
come
to
away
run with
with
it
it.
before he catches it.
Kerrigan that time, like you said, wanted to run with it before he caught it. Drops starting to add up for Lowell. 7:16 to go in the second. Lowell trying to answer. Oh, just across the middle, but nowhere to go. Panthers pressure once again, throwing Noel off his,
Noel
timing.
off, but I'll tell you, Mr. Brown had a lot of open territory in that left side of the end zone.
Yeah.
And if I'm Nashua, if I'm Noel, or if I'm, see, this is probably, you don't huddle up. Can't tell the quarterback that that's the case. And I think, communication really suffers in some of these offenses like that.
Here's the Kerrigan, and that is a Lowell touchdown.
Well, see, he was the safety valve. There was another receiver that cut right through the end zone, and everybody drifted over that way toward him, and that left one man open, and that was Garrigan in the middle of the field. And he makes that catch and waltzes into the end zone. Well, this is going to be a shootout here at Stellos Stadium. I stopped keeping stats a long time ago.
I'm just writing down who scored. That's about it for me. I can't keep up stats like that. Here's the extra point, and that is good. And now, once again, only a 3-point game. 7:07 to go in the second. Once again, on that same drive for Red Raiders, we saw Noel taking things over, running the ball at the quarterback position. McCray and Paradise, their two stars in the backfield, will be returning the kickoff for Nashua South. You're watching today's game on Nashua's ETV. Alongside Tom King, I'm Ryan Richard, Tim O'Neill, and Mike James, our camera operators, and our executive producer is Pete Johnson. Bring you all the action here at Stellos Stadium.
And there's a lot of it. And there's a lot of action here at Stellos
Stadium. That there
is.
is.
We are on pace. I hope that if you got the timer going, you set it for about 3 hours. We are on pace for a long football game here this afternoon.
Seems that way. Oh, here's an onside kick. See if the Panthers can cover it. Ball's loose and it might come with the Raiders. I don't know.
I think Nashua South got it back.
Gonna have to look at the pile here.
Nah, I think it's pretty much South's ball.
They came away with it. Panthers did. Dylan Flesh that time. Johnny on the spot.
That's a, on one hand, that's a gutsy call. It's a surprise call. No one expects it. But on the other hand, giving Southish another short field for the second straight possession.
Yeah, once again, second straight time starting at the 45-yard line. It's Trevor Knight once again at quarterback for the Panthers.
Why not? Gets him down the field for points.
Crosses in motion. Lowell look like they're coming on a blitz, and they do. Kerrigan that time. This knifed right into the backfield and brought down McCray.
One of the few times we've seen Lowell get into the Nashua South backfield. Ouch.
They did not see that one coming. The offensive line did not communicate.
Got some big people there. Number 67, Callan Vale. Number 75, Delanio Gonzalez. These guys can motor. They just have been blocked most of this game.
Here's McCray.
They're there again.
Knight's going to keep this one. Knight still on his feet. Knight going to come right back to the opposite side of the field, inside Red Raider territory.
I see I'm convinced now, Ryan. I see what you mean.
Yep.
All right, you've seen him before I have. I'm convinced. The sophomore can do some good things with the football.
He had a big run against Dover in their first matchup, 39-yard touchdown run. So he definitely has the wheels to make the moves. And Knight gets him at the 34-yard line of Lowell. And here's McCray now. McCray goes straight ahead for about a 4-yard pickup.
South offense needs to catch its breath a little bit.
Just a bit. They're moving the ball at will right now.
Remember, when your quarterback runs like that, he's going to be out of steam for a little bit.
Has a hard enough time calling the play.
Right. or reading the play
Oh,
call.
Knight's going to keep this one, but he goes nowhere.
Now that delay right there gave Lowell some time to work off the blocks, and they were able to get in there again. In 67, we talked about him earlier.
Corey that time
Jalen
on the
Vale,
tackle.
Junior. There's no heights and weights in these rosters, so we really can't give you that, but I'd say he was probably about 6'3", 250.
I would say about that, yeah.
Maybe even more. He looks taller than that. And now we get a timeout taken. Official timeout.
Looks like that. Knight's throwing something to the... Well, I think we got that all situated now, and we'll get back to the action. Third down.
Shotgun
and
formation
long.
here for Knight.
Red Raiders look like they're coming on the blitz. They do. Gets picked up. Here's Knight once again. He's going to roll with it. Goes to the right, but he's going to be short of the first down.
Of course, Trevor's pretty much well schooled in this offense because his dad is the head coach, so that kind of
Yes,
helps.
Sure does.
You stick any other sophomore in that situation, I don't think you can do what Trevor Knight's done.
I think in that situation, Trevor saw the blitz, and experienced quarterback might have stayed in the pocket and maybe threw it, but he decided to use his feet that time.
When Dad says you don't eat dinner unless you can see the blitz, that works.
Right, absolutely.
Joking, of course.
Fourth down. Here's to McCray. McCray makes a move. McCray is going to come up short.
Well, McCray had a chance to cut inside, and he decided he wanted to go outside, and that's not where the hole was. And he gets dragged down. Good defense by Lowell. I think all those little timeouts and things kind of gave Lowell a chance to catch their breath and get set defensively, and worked against Nashua South in that situation after the big run by Knight.
Cormo that time that went to the outside and met McCray head on and forces a stop for the Red Raiders. Now they got plenty of time, 4:26 to move down the field and possibly take lead going into the halftime.
Well, if you're Lowell now, what do you want to do? Do you want to go quick, move the ball down the field? I think part of Lowell's problem, even though they're only down 3, is the fact that their offense is so quick, it gives Nashua South the ball back quicker. I think if you can milk the final 4:26, that works more in your favor.
That is true. Here's Noel. Noel's going to roll out. Now he's going to keep it. He's going to the outside. Nice run on first down for him.
Nice run on first down, and he gets outside. He stops the clock and uses up only 7 seconds.
Ray Ramos that time on the tackle.
It's going to be like a Yankee Red Sox game. It could take forever.
It seems like it. It really does. I don't know if we have 8 hours for that. Second down and 4 at the 32-yard line. 4:19 to go in the second. 17-14 is our score, but here come the Red Raiders.
Tom King with Ryan Richer here at Stellos Stadium. There's a
Noel's going to go deep
bomb
for Brown, and this one is just deflected away. Goff that time.
Yeah, that time Nashua was ready for Brown. They had 2 people deep, and their job was basically stay deep and not let Brown get behind you, and that's what they did. They gave him the cushion, and Lowell decided, not recognizing that formation, defensively decided to go deep to Brown rather than have Brown run underneath the coverage.
Good play by Goff that time, being the deepest man and making a nice play against Brown. Here's Noel. He's going to, this one just maybe got tipped at the line, or this is a short pass.
And now when we have a stoppage in play with the producer, we'll tell you that Tim O'Neill is our cameraman on the roof here at Stellos Stadium and down on the field. Catching the action as well is Mike James. Our executive producer is Pete Johnson. I'm Tom King, along with Ryan Richard.
And Tom, now that after that third down stop by the Panthers, they're going to get another crack at it before halftime because it's only 4:10 to go.
Yeah.
The Red Raiders are going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, I just think the best thing to do, again, the best defense for the South offense is your own offense, keeping the ball away from them.
Leary is back to deep to return this for the Panthers at his own 35-yard line.
And don't forget, South's got speed in a return game, but no one's going to pick this up. This is going to roll all the way.
Leary's going to watch that one roll to about the
Smart play.
25-yard line. Correct, Tom. He's going to let that one bounce away.
That's all right. Lowell will still get the ball back before the end of the half because it doesn't take South long when they want to move the football.
Sure doesn't. They got 3:57 to go. Each team has a timeout left in this first half. And Panthers up 17-14. See who comes back out for quarterback. Nope, that is going to be Knight at quarterback. Goff got 2 possessions, but it's been Knight as of late.
Well, it's a good game to give Goff some time in because it's a game that doesn't count in the stadium.
Yep.
So.
You know, it's a game both teams want to win, but it's also a game that you can definitely work out some kinks and everything, try to see what works against opponents. 4 receivers set.
A very entertaining football game if you're watching at home. This is a lot of action.
The Goss that time breaking tackles.
Ooh, and there's a hard hit.
Yeah, then he pays for it there.
Yeah, there is a hard hit right there.
But nice run. They're using DeCoste a lot around on these end arounds.
Musa Mansari with the tackle.
Gain of 2 on the play.
And the hard hit.
Second down and 8 at the 25-yard line. This one goes to Paradise. Paradise now and then around breaking tackles, but he's going to be tripped up in the backfield. But we have a flag.
Well, I'd like to know what that could be because I didn't see any kind of a. I didn't see a face man. I thought he got him by the feet.
Oh no!
Yeah, holding Nashua. I thought Garrigan made a nice play in the backfield.
Yeah, it was hard to call because they just.
And if I'm Lowell, I decline the penalty and put Nashua in a situation where it's 3rd down.
Yep, and the coaches on Lowell are saying they're going to decline it.
Yeah, decline the penalty. They took a loss on that play and put him back. They've got to get out to the 34-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 9, depending on where they spot the ball. 3rd and about 9.
So they got 3rd down and 9 and backed up in your own end, about 24-yard line. Let's see what the Panthers decide to do here with their sophomore quarterback. They fakes it to McCray. It looks like they're setting up the screen to McCray.
The Lowell's right there. They make tackles. They can prevent a big play, and they did.
That time McCray had no running room as the screen had no success against this Red Raider defense. Palacio that time, Juan Palacio for the Red Raiders, came away with, he really stopped that screen before it even developed. Dennis will rugby kick this one. Nice little bounce and keep on rolling. Brown wanted to pick it up for a moment, but said he decides to let it go out of bounds. And Red Raiders got great field position with 2:39 to go in the second quarter as they trail 17-14.
Told you Lowell would get the ball back. I just thought Nashua would take 2 minutes and score down the field and then come back the other way.
So here comes.
All right, now there's 2:39 left. You know, let's try to see if we can get a sustained drive here and take some time off the clock. Keep the ball away from Nashua.
We'll see
what happens. If you're Lowell, that's what you want to do. You don't want to go quick 3 and out with 3 quick passes. See if you can get your quarter. See if Noel can make another long run, get the ball out to midfield, and then you work your offense a little bit.
First down and 10 at their own 37-yard line. 4 receiver set. Noel in the shotgun.
Oh,
Noel under pressure. Noel better get rid of it. He's going to be sacked. He decides to throw this one out of bounds.
Yep. Wow, he had running him down Kevin Shea, the senior. And Shea put on a pretty good burst of speed to try to get there. Because Noel just got that away. Otherwise, Noel was going to be hammered. Because if you're Shea and you're running hard, that hard, when you make the tackle, you want to make a tackle.
You're coming with a full head of steam.
You want some reward for all that running you've been doing.
Here's Shea once again on the blitz.
A nice block. They pick it up.
This one is complete, but for a minimum gain. Kerrigan that time on the reception. Bring on a 3rd down and long. Looks like Al Neville's just letting Shea loose on this drive.
Why not? He's got the motor.
Yep. Here's a little screen. This one,
they're going to get a first down out
tackle,
of this.
And that one is good for a first down.
Yeah, see, they threw it away from Shea and got it out to the other side of the field.
Galvin that time.
Got it out quickly.
On the reception.
Out of bounds and stops the clock with 2:07 to play. In a 17-14 game, South leading Lowell.
At the 50-yard line right now for the Red Raiders. Here's Noel. He is going to find a receiver just off the fingertips. That's like the 4th drop right now for Lowell.
He's got 2 reliable guys. One of them just dropped it, Galvin and Garrigan. Those are their 10 to 15-yard receivers. Soon it's going to be Brown time.
We'll see. Galvin that time. Once again, that's like a second
There's
drop.
Brown. He's the second man up in the middle of your screen, I think.
2nd down and 10 at the 50. Here comes another blitz for the Panthers. Picked up, and now Noel trying to find Galvin. But this one is intercepted for the Panthers and keeps on going. Ray Ramos that time. Nope, excuse me. That's number 18.
There's a mistake I thought we might see.
Connor Rorowski that time.
They had 3 receivers in one side of the field. But the problem when you do that sometimes with trips is you draw the defense over that way, and there's going to be people going for the football, and he just overthrew his man.
Really, the pressure on this last possession, the Panthers really have rattled Noel.
Probably some kind of a penalty on the return, so the ball will be marked back, probably around the 30-yard line for Nashua South. They'll have 70 yards to go, 1:53 left to play in the first half, nursing a 3-point lead. And if you're South, you're probably going to want to add to that lead rather than just kind of nurse it and take it in at halftime.
Tom, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a holding that really had nothing to do with the play.
Yeah.
Always seems to happen.
How many times do we see that, right?
Now Panthers will set up shop at their own 36-yard line. Minute 53 to go. 17-14 is our score. As we're watching today's game between the Nashua South Purple Panthers and the Lowell High School Red Raiders here on Nashua's ETV. Trevor Knight and company. Here's Trevor. He's going to pass it to DeCoste. DeCoste just bobbled it.
Tried to switch his hand. Once he caught it, tried to switch his hand to run with it, and then he juggles the ball and loses it. He didn't juggle the catch. He juggled the switch, but he hadn't taken a step with the ball yet, so he's able to get away with an incompletion rather than a fumble. Stops the clock.
That it does. 1:48 to go here in the first half. After that drop, 2nd down and 10. They go right to DeCoste that time. DeCoste takes a big hit across the middle.
That's football right there. That is a hit.
Curtis Nolet that time with a vicious hit on DeCoste.
Oof.
Laying the wood that time. DeCoste targeted twice on this drive.
If you've got a team with speed and skill, you want to let them know that, okay, you want the ball, you got the ball, you're going to field it.
A 3rd down 10. Knight under pressure. Tries to find McCray.
Yeah, almost a
just
mistake
over
there
his
by
head.
Knight. Yep. Under pressure, he's a little smaller. He tries to fire it over the middle, but lucky that wasn't picked off.
Lowell gets the ball back. With 1:44 to go.
Ground and
over
pound,
here.
Ryan. We need ground and pound.
Nice kick by Dennis. He sends Junior Brown back. He's going to return this one. He gets met at the 20-yard line and nowhere to go. Nice special teams by the Panthers.
Brown, nowhere to run.
No ground and pound for these teams. It's air and spread them out today.
It's air and sometimes despair. I think the despair is on us up here trying to keep up with the play.
And this one's going to go against the Panthers legal procedure.
We had the Panther come up and give us the old high five.
Little fist bump right there.
Fist bump, yeah.
If I was Lowell, I would think I'm kicking again.
Yeah, with the procedure call against Nashua, you had the ball running around the 25-yard line, and you got Brown back there with some speed. Make him boot it again.
Might as well. You never know what's going to happen on special teams twice. Look at Alvin last night.
Make him boot it again. Oh, with the extra point attempts that ended up losing the game for him?
Yep, they made the first
Bobby
one.
Nimblett after that game was not very complimentary to his team.
He
was very angry at some of the things that went on in that football game.
As Merrimack came
He
away.
made some wholesale changes at halftime because he was so unhappy with the way his team was playing.
As Merrimack would win 7-6 on
You
that
like
game.
old-time football. That was your type of game.
That was the game.
Played on grass. None of this smooth carpet stuff. Played on grass.
That was a ground and pound, and the
Yeah, it
Panthers
was.
are going to have to kick this one away again. Dennis, another nice kick.
Even a better kick.
This one is gonna go
You got
the
Dennis.
10-yard
What was
line.
Brown thinking being way up on the 40? Move back to the 20.
Wow, Chris Dennis with a boot that time.
Well, I guess we
Yeah, I guess
My decision wasn't a good one, was it? No.
We'll take that as Dennis kicks him inside the 10-yard line. That was a nice kick by Chris Dennis, and he's showing today why he's probably the best kicker in the state.
124 left in the half. Why do I think South's going to get the ball back before these half ends?
They possibly could.
Oh, goodness.
Here comes Noel and company back onto the field. Wouldn't be surprised to see him try to run it a couple times, get
now
some
let's
breathing
see.
room.
What's Noel going to do? Is he going to run the football? I don't think he's going to throw it down here. Yeah, he's going to run
He's going to take this one and run to the right.
Ooh,
goes to
nice
the
move outside.
He's going to pick up a couple before running out of bounds.
Well, Noel did a nice move to the outside, but what the South defense did was they said, okay, we'll give you those 4 or 5 yards, but we will try to string you out. And Derek Paradise led that effort and just forced Noel outside and out of bounds, so he wasn't able to turn a corner and run up the field.
And Goff was there to push him out of bounds.
Now he's going to throw the football.
And second down, has a lot of time, goes across the middle,
Oh,
and this one is, just off the
Juggled
fingertips.
by Jack Galvin.
Galvin, I think that's like his third drop in a row right now for Galvin.
Boy, he was like sure-handed early in the game.
Something's going on inside his head that just can't come away with the reception right now. 3rd and 6, 1:12 to go in the second quarter. Our score is 17-14. Red Raiders at their own 14-yard line, and this one is kept by Noel, and Noel is going to go nowhere. And he will not even be anywhere close to the first down. And that brings on the punting team for the Red Raiders.
You know, it's a good thing in a way he kept the ball because he wanted to hand it off to Shaheim Cullen, and Cullen tripped up without the football, just fell to the ground. I think he tripped up on the field turf.
I guess Noel faked him out so bad.
Maybe, I think he might have hit us. I don't think is there any seam out? I don't know. There's no seam out there, but he just didn't have the right footing, and he just tripped up by himself. If he had the football, he might have fumbled it.
This is a good thing Noel kept it to himself.
A minute left, and South is going to get the ball back.
I believe South called their last timeout of the first half. Now, this late in the first half, in their own end, maybe a pump block situation here, or set up for the return? With all that speed South has, you know.
Yeah, I'd say you're going to get the ball with a decent return. You may get it at the as deep as the 40-yard line. So I'd say let him kick it and set up the return.
Gives him plenty of time to work with.
Is that Leary that's deep?
Yeah, that's Larry deep.
Oh, Leary at the 50-yard line. You don't see him in your screen right now. You'll see him as soon as this ball lets fly. But Leary is back at his own 48.
Comes with a little pressure, not much, and they are going to try to set the return.
Wow,
Leary gets it as 49, breaks the tackle.
And now he's going to go.
He's on his feet. He has some moves. He's going inside to the 30, still on his feet, down about the 25-yard line.
Well, I was conservative when I said the 40. It's the 25. But you know what the mistake was in that?
And we have a flag on this.
Oh, that's tough. You get a return like that, if that's against the offensive team, the return team, that's a tough one.
And pretty much says all Connor Leary that time.
Why is it we never see any long kick returns go unpenalized in high school football in this state?
There's always someone
making a bad block somewhere. It is just so repetitive.
Sometimes I don't know where the block was because Leary pretty much broke 3 tackles on his way to the.
Well, Lowell gets away with a mistake. You know what was the What do you think the mistake was on that play?
I would say the mistake was probably kicking right to him.
You got it.
Yes.
You know, you got one return guy back, and you give him a chance to return it by kicking it right to him. Don't do that. Kick it away. Kick it off to the left side. Directional punt.
Make him go to the ball.
You know my pet peeve with the coffin corner. My pet peeve now is directional punting. Let's go. Come on.
Yes.
Teach your kids how to do it.
46 seconds to go. Here's Knight. Knight under pressure. He's going to keep this one. Knight's still on his feet. He goes to the left side now. Ooh, takes a vicious tackle, but down at the 35-yard line.
Well, if that
15
tackle had been
run.
vicious enough, Knight was still going to go because he didn't seem to want to go down at all.
But a 15-yard run that time by Trevor
Well, if anybody
Knight.
can run a hurry up, this is where it really pays off.
37 seconds to go and counting. Now to McCray. They're trying to set the screen. That might be a loose ball. McCray picks it up.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yep.
it is. It was behind him. You're right. Good call, Ryan.
Heads up
by McCray, but to know that was
McCray.
a backward lateral, and he's got to pick that ball up.
That's where it gets kind of tricky this time, you know, always throwing those screens behind you. You never know. Now Knight's going to spike this one.
Some nifty handwork with the ball.
It sure was.
You got to be under center to do that.
Oh,
And he wasn't, so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
the mistakes of a sophomore right there.
Yeah, I think so.
Showing the inexperience.
Well, he
That
gets
was
the-
some nifty handwork. Like a
Handwork, gets the
magician.
ball. I almost barely held on to it with his fingertips and threw it down.
So I believe the call will be intentional grounding against the Panthers.
Yep, moving back to the 40-yard line. But 5 yards to this offense really doesn't mean a whole lot. Not when you got 15 seconds left. You're going for the end zone one way or the other. He's got to throw
Here's
this
Knight,
ball
gets
deep
a nice
down
block,
the field.
Paradise, and then throws over the middle to Leary, but Leary couldn't come away
I
with
think Leary heard footsteps.
it. Yeah.
Plus the ball thrown just a little bit behind him, but those footsteps are going to make you not really be able to hang on to that football.
He heard
once you-
Curtis Nolette
Yeah.
coming. He saw the hit Nolette put on earlier to the cost. Want no part of that.
11 seconds to play here. 17-14, South with a 3-point lead here. 11 seconds before the half, we should add.
Here's Knight, tries to set up the screen to Paradise, but nowhere to go that time.
I
Missed that
think
little-
what you're doing here, you're getting away from the downfield game. You're trying to get cute short. I think you want to go throw the ball downfield a little bit more.
I think they're trying to be a little conservative. Try
I
not
think,
to
I
turn
think
it
you're right.
over.
8 seconds left, you know. At this point, now you can just basically air it out and throw it down there. If it's picked off, it's picked off. It's likely not going to be returned.
If you're trying to be conservative, why not just run it? Runs out the clock, you know, don't have
Right.
to worry about punting. Oh, here we're going to attempt a long field goal for Chris Dennis.
A 57-yard field goal.
If anyone could try to boot this one in, it's Dennis. 8 seconds to go, 57-yard or coming.
Oh, bad snap.
This one, nowhere
Not gonna
near
happen.
the mark.
Bad snap.
Bad snap. And
You
Junior
can return.
Brown,
You can
Brown
be
is going to
returned.
pick this one
No,
up.
you can't return it in high school
No.
football.
Oh,
I don't think in high school ball you can return it.
Brown was going to try anyways, though.
In that situation, the field goal is as good as a punt.
So the field goal, 57-yarder, just a low snap. I don't.
Yeah, we show no time on the clock. I guess that is halftime.
That will do it.
As much as we'd love to run another
Yes.
play before halftime, that'll do
will
it for the first half, everybody. The score here at halftime at Stellos Stadium. It's Nashua South 17, Lowell 14. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
Oh, hold on a moment. We spoke too soon, as there is one more play that will take place here in the first half. As I don't know, there's time shows.
Well, why does the time show no clock?
on the
Yeah,
clock,
that's
but
just-
maybe there has to be one more play.
Evidently, the officials have. There's no penalty on the play, so there's no controversy there. So the officials still had time left when they
Former
didn't have
receiver
it up
said
here.
they're just going to huck this one. Here's Brown along the sideline. Brown comes away with it.
I think he was out of bounds. No, they're going to say it's a
rule
catch.
the catch. But now that will
That should do it for the half, and
first half.
that'll do
17-14 is our score. As the players go to the break, Tom and I will do the same and join you as we start the third quarter.
Here at Stellos Stadium, where the
Smarty here with recipe questions from viewers. Do you have a favorite apple recipe? Yes. Wash, eat. Miss Smarty, I love carrots. Do you have a favorite way to prepare them? Yes. Wash, peel, eat. This viewer asked about spinach. Wash, eat. How fast and easy is that? Join me next time when I show you how quick and easy it is to make a fruit salad.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Stellos Stadium for the matchup between the Nashua South Purple Panthers and the Lowell Red Raiders. Nashua South up by 3 points, and this is how it all went down. Sean DeCoste, 31-yard touchdown run for South, make it 7-0. Then Chris Dennis tacked on a 27-yard field goal. But here comes Lowell, making it 10-0. Then Lowell would answer as Noel would hook up with Galvin for a 6-yard touchdown pass, making it 10-7. Then Trevor Knight, the sophomore quarterback for the Purple Panthers, 7-yard touchdown run made 17-7. Then Noel hooked up with Kerrigan, 12-yard touchdown pass, making it 17-14. That's where we stand, Tom.
That's where we sit after all that.
Yeah,
36
pretty much.
passes attempted by the Lowell quarterback. That's a lot of high school football in one half.
McCray couldn't handle it at first, picks it up at his own end zone and brings it back down to about the 17-yard line. As the Panthers will start the third quarter with the football. And see who comes back out for quarterback for the Purple Panthers, as Knight and Goff split some time early in the first half, and it will be Trevor Knight, the sophomore, who has showed some nice running ability in the first half. See if he can do much of the same in the second half. As the Panthers start 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. Really, the Panthers were able to find some nice running room up the middle against this Red Raider defense. And here's Paradise once again, big hole up the middle.
Good call, Ryan.
Still breaking tackles, and he has more than enough for the first down.
You're right. Yeah, obviously the adjustment wasn't made at halftime.
And they found themselves a nice little running play up the middle. Derek Paradise. He's reaching the mark almost close to 100 yards. He's had some big gains so far against the Red Raider defense. Total yards, he's definitely above 100 yards because he's had some nice kickoff returns. 1st down and 10 at the 31-yard line. There's McCray. McCray going against the middle. He has about a 5-yard pickup on 1st down. So
again, that
Panthers,
push up the middle by the Nashua South offensive line. Taking control of the line of scrimmage.
Panthers are attacking
Kind
right
of
the middle.
changing things up on Lowell, not expecting this.
Well, when you get 2-star running backs, you know, McCray and Paradise, might as well just hand it off to him.
He's still got a block for
Oh,
him.
Knight just fumbled the ball that time. That's picked up by the Red Raiders, and they have the ball at the 15-yard line.
Oh, sophomore mistake.
That it is.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna inevitably happen. You just hope it doesn't happen deep in your own territory, but unfortunately for South, it did.
Corey that time came away with a fumble. Almost really picked it up and scooped it in.
Well, you know, playing, you know, they were in run mode, and so they were really ready to penetrate the backfield and firing off the ball defensively. So if he made a mistake, Lowell was gonna be there to take advantage of it.
It almost seemed like Knight just tucked it in and then wanted to run away with it and just couldn't find the handle on the football.
Couldn't decide what to do, and that indecision cost him as he didn't have the ball clearly protected.
Now Lowell, great field position at the 15-yard line of the Purple Panthers, only down by 3 here as we start the third quarter. Noel in the shotgun for the Red Raiders. He's going to fake the handoff, and this one looks to be intercepted by the Panthers. Great defense.
No, they're going to call incomplete.
Oh, they're going to call it incomplete. Goff.
And we don't have the benefit of a replay to take a look at it, but it sure looked like he caught that on the fly.
Wow.
But they're going to call it incomplete, and really couldn't see in the sea of bodies whether it hit the ground or not. But they, I never saw the ball hit the ground, but they call it incomplete.
Goff just beat Brown to the spot that time.
They really tried to force things over the middle, Lowell has.
Here's Noel right up the middle, close to the 5-yard line.
Down by number 41,
Noel on a run that time, making now 3rd down and 10 at the 8-yard line. Noel going to go across the middle. That looks like it's a touchdown for the Red Raiders. Waiting for the call.
Yep,
that it is. To one
Good
of his
effort by
favorite
Galvin
targets.
to force his way into the end zone. Keep his feet moving after the catch. And knew if he could keep forward, if he landed, he could get that ball to break the plane, and he did. And now Lowell is going to have their first lead of the football game.
Well, that time to Galvin.
Thanks to a mistake by the Panthers. Boy, it didn't take him long, 3 plays. And who knows, the benefit of an official's call. Don't know about that possible interception.
It looked good up here, as you said, but did not go the Panther way. And this extra point is good, and now...
Did you ever kick a football?
That I've tried.
I've tried. I could never.
Good.
These guys that could do it, I'm amazed. I could never do it.
I can never get his air on it.
You get enough air underneath it. Yep. 21-17. Lowell takes the lead. 10:31 to play here, 3rd quarter.
Now,
on what has become a sun-splashed afternoon at Stellos. It is a beautiful afternoon at Stellos Stadium.
Absolutely gorgeous here in the Gate City. Now it'll be interesting to see if head coach Knight goes with Trevor at quarterback, or he brings back Goffin after the mistake.
I think you don't want to. You want him to have his confidence, so you want to say, okay, I'm sticking with you. Go right back out there.
Nice line drive kick, and Paradise will pick that up at about the 12-yard line. He's going to bring it across the 20.
Has
a nice hole, and he's going to bring it about close to the 40-yard line. No, still on his feet, and brings it now.
Well, that's the second time. If I'm Lowell, I'm just trying to kick it away from the return people. They are booting the ball right to the people who can pick it up and run with it. You want to kick the ball away from those guys.
There are big holes left in this kickoff coverage for the Red Raiders.
Well, no air underneath that ball, like you said. That looked like it was probably one of your kicks, Ryan. So, no air underneath the football, and no time for the coverage team to get down there. Their job is to run down the field as fast as they can, but they need the ball to be in the air and give them some cushion to be able to do that. You get a one-hopper to a return man, he's going to pick it up and run with it.
There's McCray, nowhere to go in the backfield that time. Number 13, Ryan Garrigan on the tackle. Loss of 1 on the play. Yeah, really the special teams for the Red Raiders has not helped them out at all in this ball game so far. McCray in motion on 2nd down. He's going to take it to the left side. McCray going through a couple tackles. A nice run on 2nd down.
Nice run on 2nd down. Nashua's going to have to buckle under and basically just try to find some seams in that Lowell defense.
Now this brings on a 3rd down and manageable for Trevor Knight at the helm.
And Knight's going to go in the shotgun, which means we're probably going to see.
Here's DeCoste. DeCoste to the right side. Gets a vicious block by Derek Paradise.
But Lowell
gets
stayed home, and now we got a flag.
Derek Paradise is laying the wood that time with a vicious block, but DeCoste had nowhere to go.
It looked on that play that Alex Kassir stayed home and watched the play develop, but stayed put and made the play. But in that fray, there's a face mask, which is too bad because it was a good defensive play by Kassir.
It sure was.
He really stayed home and prevented that from being a big play, but it's a 15-yarder. And that's going to give South the ball at the Lowell 30-yard line, about 31-yard line.
Talk about a crucial penalty against Lowell.
Ouch. Takes away a great defensive play. It would have put South in a 4th down situation.
Here's Knight under pressure. Now he pitches
what a
it
nice
over to
flip.
McCray. McCray breaks 1 tackle. The flags come flying. Breaks another one along the left sideline. Still on his feet. And now inside the 5-yard line. But let's hold on a moment, folks.
He is tough to bring down. But it's coming back. When you see all those, when you see 3 or 4 flags flying, you know that people are getting blocked from behind. And that's what the call is probably going to be. Had to be very obvious for all those flags to fly at once.
Yeah, didn't see it. Oh, they're both the same, I guess. They threw that
Really give Armand, he was the one really breaking tackles, so I don't know where the blocking in the back
Well, the block was when he first got the football,
yeah.
Ryan.
Yep, holding, so this one will push back the Panthers. So they find themselves down 21-17 after a costly turnover by Trevor Knight, and Noel hooked up with Galvin for an 8-yard touchdown pass. That's where we stand, 21-17, 9:04 to go in the third quarter.
Going to go from the spot of the foul, so the flag is at the 27, 26-yard line. So that'll move the ball back to the 36. And Nashua will have a 1st and 16, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. Here's Knight to Paradise. Paradise going to the right, has plenty of room.
Boy, does
and
he ever.
He picks up more than enough for the first down.
Great run. That delay freezes the defense. Knight does it perfectly. They still think he has the football. Only 2 people running after Paradise, and he could beat 2 people in a foot race any day.
Give Diaz and Riviera that time on the right side of the offensive line for the Panthers.
Good
Great
block.
blocking. Here is nice catch for the Panthers. A flag comes down late.
Wow, a flag comes down, and look at where it came from. It came from the referee way away from the play, so he saw it from a distance. He saw that from a distance.
So another costly penalty against the Panthers. They keep on
Referee
taking away plays.
Glenn Colborn obviously has binoculars hidden in those eyes of his, because he was able to see an infraction from about, I'd say 30 yards away.
Yeah, he was
across
a
the
little bit
field.
far.
He was way away from that play. Yet he was the one who threw the flag.
Yep, pushing them back, so.
The right penalties really hurting Nashua now all of a sudden.
It's 2 positive plays against the Panthers coming back on this drive. So now make it a 1st down and 16 at the Red Raider 24-yard line. Here's Knight. Knight is going to go deep this time.
Has a man. No.
That's Ramos, but nope, this couldn't find the mark.
Now Ramos was going inside and the pass was outside, and that's the mistake that was made by one or the other, quarterback or receiver. But he didn't adjust to the ball in time, and when you're a receiver, I still think the onus is on you to adjust to where the quarterback's going to put the ball. And Ramos was not able to turn around in time to make that play.
Well, I think Knight put that ball perfectly to the outside, especially in double coverage, only where your receiver could try to get it.
Ramos's momentum, though, was carrying him to the inside, and that was pretty obvious on the pattern he was running. But still, he just didn't have enough time, just didn't have enough mobility to turn around and make that play.
False start against the Panthers now.
You that gun go off again, and
Yep.
right at the foot, shooting yourself in the foot.
3rd one of this drive. So now 2nd down and 22 at the 29-yard line of Lowell. So really, penalties are just, like you said, shooting them in the foot right now. 8:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. Our score is 21-17. And DeCoste will go in motion, and now he's going to keep this one. Rolls out, now going to go deep once again, and this one is going to be a pass interference, but Ray Ramos came away with it.
How did he ever come away with that football?
Panthers.
Now, see, I don't agree with a pass interference call there. I think it's a free ball once it goes up in the air, and you've got guys fighting for it like that.
Let's see if this one stands. I'm with you. What the players are fighting for is
I just think that both guys were jostling for position, and I don't agree with a pass interference call, but I also agree with Ramos's athletic ability to be able to pull that ball in and fight for it. And you wonder if the flag distracted the defender enough where he gave up on the football a little bit. But in any event, with a spectacular catch, Ramos makes it, and the Panthers, depending on where they mark the ball, should have the lead back.
Great catch by Ray Ramos. It looked like for a moment the ball would not be anywhere catchable because of the pass interference call.
So what's the story here? Is that points on the board?
Yep, that's a touchdown. We should get some points here because Dennis is on his way to kick the extra point. Yep, 23-21 right now. And now another flag. Will this be the 4th one against the Panthers? Well, dead ball foul against the Raiders. So this a little bit shorter kick for Dennis now. Only by a couple, maybe a yard or two. But nice ball that time by Knight to give Ramos a chance in the back of the end zone. And Dennis's kick is up, and it is good.
And back and forth we go.
That we do, 24-21.
And I think it'll change again before this game is over.
Well, the way things have been going, I wouldn't see any other decision.
We have only played a third of the third quarter.
That we have.
Oh, my.
Back and forth we go. It's going to be a 12-round boxing fight today. Beautiful day here at Stellos. Might as well have it.
Might as well have it. Yeah, nice day. Might as well you'll be here a while.
No one's going
You
home
might as
before
well
dinner
be.
time.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's the scary thing. I know it. You're right. Yeah, you got those late afternoon plans. Scrap them. You're going to be here.
And now, after the penalty.
Public address announcer Bob Bates, he's got a wedding to go to.
Yeah.
He may not make it.
And now there's a personal penalty. And look where Dennis is kicking this one.
Yeah,
He's
well,
kicking
does it matter? Did it really matter?
I
mean,
know.
did it really matter? They might as well have saved the effort and just put the ball on the 20-yard line and started from there. You know that?
They should have swim kicked it, try to get him into the 10-yard
yeah,
line.
exactly. I know it. Yeah, that's a great opportunity to try an offsides kick.
Yeah.
An onside kick.
Yeah, might as well do something there in that situation. But yeah, like you said, might as well just put it in the 20-yard line right away.
Come on. Let's not waste time.
Yeah. 8:22 to go in the third. You're watching today's game between the Nashua South Purple Panthers and the Lowell High School Red Raiders here on Nashua's ETV. Alongside Tom King, I'm Ryan Richer. 4 receiver set for the Raiders. Oh, low snap that time, but Noel is able to handle it. Then he flicks it out to the outside. Oops. Completion, but there's going to be no running room for the Raiders.
I can't go this way. Maybe I'll go that way. And you just really didn't have enough room to do either.
Galvin that time met by a host of Panther players. Kevin Shea was there among many. Nashua South. He'll be 2nd down and 9 at the 21-yard line. Noel is going to keep this one. He's to the left side, goes to the outside, but nice gang tackle in that time to stop him short of the 1st down. Kevin Shea was there along with number 18, Connor Rogowski.
Brings up a 3rd down and short. 3rd and 2. Boy, I'd really like to see him unload it to Brown here on a 3rd and short. Just kind of pump fake and see what happens if you can freeze the defense with the play action.
We got officials timeout. Yeah, but as you mentioned, Brown right there.
Yeah, officials timeout. They all have to catch their breath. They don't get a breather. These guys don't get a breather either.
Well, we just started the 3rd, you know. They should have been well hydrated before. Oh, as we got a B here in this in the press box now.
Well, Ryan, you got the paper. Why don't you just smash him? There you go.
General is going to really annoy it and whack it. And I don't know if he killed it or not. And not, that is going to be one angry B.
That's one of those things where you don't want to leave any witnesses.
Yes.
You know?
I think he is a witness, and he's
that was a wasp, I think.
Yeah.
A pretty big one, too.
Great, when I opened my water.
Yep.
And now,
nice pass.
Pass completed.
Yeah, Cassari with a nice catch. Cassari got his body down low. The pass wasn't perfect. Cassari bent his knees, got his body down low, protected the football, and lunged forward, and he gets the 1st down.
1st down for the Raiders.
Nice
36.
Nice textbook over the middle type reception by Cassari.
That's what you want to see on first down for completion. Casseri now will go in motion. Noel, he's going to go to the right, and this one is intercepted by the Panthers. Great job that time for the Panthers, still on his feet, going down the sideline, has a host of blockers,
See you later.
he is in for the score. That is number 12, Ray Ramos.
All right, Ramos used a little bit of his athletic ability and height, read the quarterback's eyes, tips the ball, reaches up, tips it, comes down with it, and races down the sidelines. Lowell couldn't respond. Touchdown Ramos, touchdown Nashua, and all of a sudden this game has changed considerably.
Ray Ramos with the pick six, and it was just a couple plays ago.
Might have been a lateral on that play.
Ray Ramos offensively came with a 29-yard
touchdown. Might have
touchdown.
been Perry tipping it and catching it and handing it off to Ramos. No, it was Ramos.
Dennis will come on and tack it. Extra point on again. And he is perfect. Oh, no, that one just
wide to the left.
Wide to the left. Spoke too soon. Wow, you don't see that often.
Well, there was a hand coming in there. I think he tried to angle it away from that hand and got it off to the left, so he missed the extra point. But Nash was still with a 30 to 21 lead with 6:23 left to play in the third quarter.
Ray Ramos has been the star of the third quarter so far, with 2 touchdowns offensively and defensively. So really, Panthers, he's come up with big plays. Now the Red Raider offense right back at it after throwing that interception. See if what Noel can come up with.
Well, now if you're Lowell, you're at that fine point where do we take risks and to try to put up points, or do we just try to play it as though we're still ahead and just try to get down the field and put the points in?
Yeah, I think maybe, they're at there's still only a 9-point game, plenty of time, so they don't have to go too crazy right now.
Oh, there's plenty of time. We know that.
But the momentum has clearly shifted to the Purple Panthers. Dennis with another kick, great kick.
No, does not make the end zone.
Now the Red Raiders have a chance for a return. Now out at about 30-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. This one's probably coming back. More likely, this one's coming back. Yep, this one is going against the Raiders. And this one will pretty much put an end to that kick return that went to the 30-yard line. So they'll start things off at the 20-yard line.
Would have worked out better for Lowell had the ball going in the end zone. Now they started from their own 10-yard line, down 9 points with 6:17 to play here in the third quarter. About a quarter and a half left of football here at Stellos Stadium. On a beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon. Picture perfect.
Is our cameraman Tim O'Neill, Mike James, bringing you all the great views and sights and sounds.
They're the lucky
here.
ones. They're outside.
Yeah. Here at Stellos Stadium on the new turf. That looks outstanding.
That is getting a workout today.
Noel completes his pass, and now a short gain. Good 5-yard. It seems to have fumbled the ball, but it looks like a Red Raider fall on it. No, Panthers
say they have
celebrate
it. Do they? They do.
Yeah, they do. And they come away with it. Costly turnover once again for the Red Raiders. Casseri that time tried to do a little too much for Lowell, and he coughs up the ball.
It looked like Brandon Dubray for Nashua picked it up. Number 64.
I think so, too.
Brandon Dubray. And he came out holding it high and celebrating because it's not often he's got the ball in his hands.
Big fella coming with it, holding high and proud.
The big fella gets the turnover, 6:07 third quarter to play, and South poised to score again.
Here's McCray, but we have a whistle.
What a flag. The officials decided they want to get into the act and take over this game.
I think so, too. They want to leave their mark on it.
Oh, they're leaving it. Believe me.
And we'll see what. This will be a false start against Nashua South, so that will set up shop again now at the 17-yard line. First down and 15 for young Trevor Knight and crew. Only a sophomore, and he's the starting quarterback for the Purple Panthers. McCray goes in motion. And he's going to pitch it to McCray. McCray is then in the backfield, and he has nowhere to go. And he gets gang tackled at the end by the Raiders.
Now Lowell did a good job of staying at home on defense and being right there when McCray got the ball. And then the defensive pursuit began.
You almost think the Panthers might want to go back to the running in the middle where they had great success.
Right, it started off the second half that way.
McCray seems to be fixing something with his helmet. Little equipment issues right now.
Yeah, he'll come out, and going in his place is Connor Rogowski, the senior, number 18.
Rogowski will go at slot position to the right side. DeCoste goes in motion. Now they get to Paradise
your middle
in the
play.
middle. Paradise right up the middle. Close to the yard.
You spread the defense like that, it leaves the middle open, and Paradise got the ball. And you know, he looked to his left to see, and there was no room there. So then he cuts back inside, and there's plenty of real estate in that. And he makes that run, a 9-yard gain. It's third down and 9 for Nashua with 4:51 to play here, third quarter. Panthers lead it. Nashua South 30-21.
Now makes things a little bit more manageable for Trevor Knight. McCray goes in motion. They give it to Cray to along the left. Cray gets tripped up in the backfield, loses the football for a moment.
That play hasn't worked. David Lowell's been able to bottle up that side of the field.
Curry that time with the shoestring tackle, pretty much just tripping him up before he get a full head of steam. And now Dennis will come on to attempt the field goal. Trying to make it a 12-point lead here. About a 30-yarder, it looks like.
Chip shot for him.
It should be. Well, he did attempt a 57-yarder. If it wasn't for the bad snap.
If he misses it, it's going to go wide right because he's got to kick from that side of the field, from the left side of the field. So let's see if
good.
Straightens
out.
Oh,
this
it's blocked.
Is just a low kick, and it gets blocked by the Red Raiders.
Wow. So Paradise has hit a little. It's kind of like hit that little dip around the 12th or 13th hole that you always end up with. You know, if you're playing 18, he misses the extra point, plenty of distance, just wide, doesn't get it into the end zone on a kick, and misses the field goal.
I don't know. Something's going on with Dennis right now. But
30-21, the score remains with 4:28 to play, third quarter. Still, it only chewed up 2 minutes on the clock. Lowell's still in great shape if they can move the ball.
Each team's going to get a chance to maybe have 20 possessions, 20 to 30 times. The way we're going. Lowell threw the ball about 35 times in the first half.
36 to be exact.
36. Thank you. Most quarterbacks in college and high school will throw it 36 times.
In a game.
Yes, let alone a first half. Noel in the shotgun. He now hands us up the middle. Nice running for the Red Raiders that time. And that's a first down for Lowell. That is calling that time with the first down run for Lowell. Moves the chains on first down. 4 receivers set, 3 to the right side. He's going to go across the middle to Brown. Brown has it in stride. Brown down to the 30-yard line before being dragged down. Nice pickup that time from Noel to Brown.
But you know what? Okay, so Castro and company in the secondary get beat, but still they're able to drag Brown down because I think in the first quarter Brown makes that catch. He goes the distance.
We also saw Brown maybe a little
at least they
earlier.
recovered to be able to drag him down.
Noel to Brown gets him down to the 30-yard line. He's going to go to Brown again. This time
too far.
Might be intercepted, and that it is. Intercepted by the Panthers. That one they can't take away from Goff that time.
To the well too often. Just overthrew his receiver. That's all. Just overthrew him. The safety man's there and he makes the catch.
Patrick Goff with a great interception.
Goff with a nice dive to make that catch. Jump and dive.
Goff, that almost was Goff's second interception of the game, but
3 turnovers for the Red Raiders here in the third quarter. So
costly.
That'll be the talk after the game.
3:48 to
And
go.
there was another one that was almost picked off before, too. Goff had it. We thought he had it, and they said no.
This is the McCray. McCray down the right sideline. He's all pushed out of bounds about the 40-yard line. Almost looked like he got a block in the back by Leary, but the refs didn't call that one, surprisingly. And McCray makes a big pickup.
Probably couldn't get the fly out of their pocket in time.
Now they set up shop at the 41-yard line. And this is Paradise up the middle, but he gets met in the backfield and goes nowhere.
Now it's one of those plays where if he beats the defense, he's got some real estate to go on. And if he doesn't, it's just a typical short yardage running game.
That was Garrigan that time on the tackle. Loss of 1 on the play. 3:21 to go and counting in the third quarter. McCray back in, goes in motion to the left. This is Knight. He's going to keep it. One now pitches it over to McCray. McCray has some nice running room and close to the first down. I believe he picked it up, Tom.
Some fancy footwork by Trevor Knight because he runs forward and then he takes a step back and throws the football.
There we go. Nice improv play that time by the sophomore. Panthers trying to add to the lead as they find themselves up 30-21. This time is winding down here in the third quarter. Just about 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go.
That'll be about 20 minutes of regular clock time.
Now he's going to flick it over to DeCoste to the right side. Great block by Leary, and DeCoste close to the first down.
Boy, DeCoste had that motor running, Ryan, but he couldn't get it revved up in time to get some open field. You could tell he wanted to. And we've got a Lowell player down on the field.
Ricky Rosado, I believe, is.
Yeah.
Rosado that time took a big hit from Leary. He's down on the ground. So we'll take a moment while the Lowell trainers.
Now, this may take more than a moment.
Leary that time with a big hit. We have seen some big hits this afternoon. Let's hope the young man is okay.
Well, it's scary when a player just lays out and doesn't move.
The trainers look over him right now.
They're going to move him.
Seems to be
they
moving
rolled him over,
back.
so.
See his arms moving at one point.
His legs are moving. So everything's moving.
Yep, seems to be getting.
Just a question of whether he's dazed or not, I think. They're going to help him up and get him up off the field. Yep.
As the Stellos fans here.
I think he got his bell rung.
Yeah.
I think he thinks today is August 3rd. He's headed to the beach.
As he walks off on his own.
Yeah.
It's a great sign.
That did not look good early on when he's laying there motionless. I think he got his bell rung.
Yeah, I believe so too. This big hit by Larry Rosado. I don't think saw it coming, but it's great to see the young man walk off on his own. And maybe see if he get back in this ball game later on. Right now, Panthers will have it at the Red Raiders 37-yard line. 2nd down and 1.
With 2:34 left to play in the quarter, and they're going to have a measurement already.
Might be shielded here.
And this one is going to be close. Oh, but it looks like more than enough for a
First down. Yep.
First down for the Panthers. Cost got more than enough.
This is a point of the game where fatigue has got to start to set in on the team that's been on defense the longest, and that's Lowell, with their 3 turnovers. They have put their defense in a bad position, which is, against this South offense, means they've been on the field too long.
Here's Paradise right out the middle. Nice long hard run.
Why, Coach Ryan Richard loves those up the middle calls, doesn't he?
That's what we didn't see much of them last week. You know, they weren't able to get enough movement, but their offensive line is creating some holes right now for them.
Yep, they have.
You know, this is Knight. He's going to keep it. Knight wants up against the middle. Knight breaks the tackle. He has a chance to take this in, and he does. 31-yard touchdown.
Nice dive
run.
at the end of that play by Trevor Knight. Nice dive. Boy, he was floating on air as he gets in.
Trevor Knight, his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
Boy, I think this Nashua South team feels better about itself after their performance today.
I think so, Tom. I really do. Now Dennis, after missing a couple, see if he can try to tackle on this extra point.
Surprised they don't go for 2 here, but I guess.
And
he's got that one.
Is good.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't go by 2 and go up, get up 38-21, but they opt for the 1 point, 37-21, 2:05 to play here in the 3rd quarter. I told you to be more points before that quarter. Plenty of time for more, even more points now.
Yeah. Quick question, Tom. Why is South wearing white today? They usually wear home purple.
Yeah,
the jerseys.
Don't know.
I just noticed that. I'm like, huh.
Maybe on a sunny, warm day they want the light clothing on the players.
I don't know. That's Well, that just came to me on that drive. But 2:05 to go in the 3rd. 37-21 is our score. Trevor Knight, the sophomore, 2nd rushing touchdown of the afternoon. Now the Red Raiders are going to try to see if they can answer. Really, the penalties and the turnovers have really cost them in the 3rd quarter. They have 3. They could have had 4, but they have 3 turnovers in the 3rd. Here's Dennis kicking this one away. And this one is going to go into the end zone for his another touch step back. I believe that's his 4th or 5th or so this afternoon. So he looks to be back on track after making the.
He's not helping the cause of keeping the clock going in these games. You know that?
He isn't.
No time off the clock in a kickoff like that. Lowell likes that in a way because they're trailing by 16 points here with 2:05 to play 3rd quarter. In a game that is 2 hours and 22 minutes old. We are going to hit the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, we are. Noel under pressure delivers a dart over the middle to Brown for the completion. What a nice throw that time by Noel.
And the biggest thing about that play, no flags.
Keeps the chains moving.
Well, Noel can make things interesting for Lowell here. If you're Nashua, I'm just telling my defense, look for the football because he's going to give it up at some point.
Noel's going to keep this one. Ooh, nice about 9-yard run on 1st down for Noel. Two big plays for the Raiders. Get them already close to the 50-yard line because they're at their own 48 right now. With 1:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. They find themselves down 37-21. And Noel's going to keep this one again right up the middle. Goes airborne after a big hit. But gets more than enough for the first down.
Well, Lowell sees that Nashua's made some adjustments on defense and have picked off their quarterback a couple of times, so they're going to keep the ball on the ground for a little bit. And if Noel's their best back, so be it. Let him carry the ball.
He's going to roll to his right. Running out of running room here.
Yeah, running out of throwing room too, Ryan.
Yeah, this throws that one away that time. Nice play by the senior, just get rid of that one. Bring on a second down and 10 at the Panthers' 40-yard line, 55 seconds to go in the third.
Beautiful day. Unbelievable.
Gorgeous.
And these teams are taking advantage of it.
Noel across the middle. That one almost picked off, intended for Brown.
He has been picked off over the middle twice already, and he's going back to that well. He'd be better off trying to set something up in the flat and letting his receivers run with the football at this point, because whatever adjustments Al Nell made at halftime, they worked.
That was Goff, almost came away with the interception. Yeah, you see a couple plays where he's just, just not shaking off the flat and trying to go deep each time. Now this across the middle. This one is complete.
That's a
this
touchdown.
Is going to be a touchdown for the
That time
Raiders.
it worked. And Galvin, give Galvin credit. He turned the Jets on.
Galvin.
Boy, I told you there'd be points scored before the end of this quarter.
That it is.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Good old-fashioned shootout. And the Red Raiders are going to go for two. Only down by 10 right now.
Yeah, don't know if I agree with that. Why? What's the issue? Oh, probably keep it making a one-score game?
Possibly.
Well, it looks like Noel's going to carry the football here.
Noel has an open man, and he's going to go to Brown.
Yeah, I overthrew him. Overthrew him. That's an interesting call. Now it's a 10-point game, two-score, 37-27.
It looked like he had Kerrigan on open on the flat.
He had three guys out there open. And I guess you figure if you're going to be down at this point, you like to be down by one single score, and that's why. Extra point only makes it a 9-point game. 41.4 seconds left to play third quarter. 37-27 in favor of Nashua South.
But, they're playing for the fourth quarter, and we know each team's going to have at least another possession with 41 seconds to go. So.
They each might have a possession.
Yeah. Panthers come back on the field. Their last possession, Trevor Knight, 31-yard touchdown run. Make it 37-21, but Red Raiders would answer as Noel hook up with Galvin, 40-yard touchdown pass. That's where we stand, 37-27.
A very entertaining game.
That it is. Definitely.
If you like offense.
Offense for everyone today. Oh, a little swim kick. This one can't be fielded by the up man. Now he'll have to run for it, and now it is picked up by the Panthers, and they'll have it at the 31-yard line. Matt Dietrich that time comes away with it for the Panthers. So the Red Raiders go for two, and they also swim kick it, try to maybe make something happen on special teams, and neither worked out for Lowell. As we got 36 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Plenty of time for Nashville to score some more points.
Absolutely.
Doesn't take them long. Probably both teams. Probably time for both teams to get their hands on the football here.
I can see a nice and long run here. Four receiver set for the Panthers. That's Paradise. He goes in motion. Here's Paradise along the right side. Trying to find some running room. Finds a little hole. Nice run on first down. About 5 yards to there.
Student body left and student body right. They all go in different directions. You got to guess which direction they're coming in. And Paradise goes to the left, cuts back, comes to the right, gets the ball in plenty of time and races around the corner.
And he also goes out of bounds and stop the clock, Tom.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Predictable.
Yep.
No measurement on the play. At least not yet.
And now
they called it.
Bring a measurement in. You're watching today's game against the Lowell Red Raiders, Nashua South Purple Panthers here on Nashua ZTV. Alongside Tom King, I'm Ryan Richer. Cameramen Mike James and Tim O'Neill bring you all the sights and sounds of today's action. And our executive producer is Pete Johnson.
I was going to say, don't forget the big guy.
Oh, I can't forget the big guy. Save him for last. Best for last. And this one looks to be first down for the Panthers.
Bush, that sure looked short to me from the sideline view.
I did, but we got this nice little monitor up here that helped us see it. For,
I mean, for the naked eye, before they bring the sticks out, if you look at where the marker was, it sure looked like it was short.
That'll be first down for Panthers. DeCoste goes in motion. Then they're going to hit it to McCray up the middle. McCray once again finds some running room. McCray breaking tackles inside Red Raider territory down to about the 39-yard line.
Boy, how many times does that have to be open before Lowell can find a way to close that hole?
They seem like they have no answer in the middle.
Right. And Nashua saw that at halftime and made that adjustment and have taken advantage of it. So did Ryan Richer, by the way.
Thank you very much. They have the speed, Tom, on the outsides, but not the
But do they have enough speed to get a playoff with 6.5 seconds left to play?
I think they do.
I think they're going to let it go down and end the quarter. And that is what they are going to do, and that'll do it here for the third quarter.
Third quarter is in the books, folks. 37-27 is our score, and the Panthers are marching, Tom.
But not before they get a water break.
Yep. Really, what's really hurt Lowell in the third quarter, turnovers.
Three of them, 2 picks and a fumble. That will basically do you in. And that's what Lowell did in the third quarter. They found themselves down. They were down 3 at the half, and now they're down 10. They're lucky to still be in this football game, to be honest with you.
They really do. You think that South had all the momentum, but it's only a 10-point game.
Right, exactly.
And this is how it all went down in the third. Noel to Galvin, 8-yard touchdown pass, 21-17 is our score. Then Knight to Ray Ramos, 27-yard touchdown catch, 24-21. Then Ray Ramos, another big play. He comes up with a pick six, make it 30-21. Then Trevor Knight, 31-yard touchdown pass. And then Red Raiders answer Noel to Galvin, 40-yard touchdown pass, and makes our score 37-27. And the Panthers might try to put this one away. This could really do it, make it a 17-point game if they get another touchdown on the board. Because we're about to start the fourth quarter. 12 and final minutes be played here. Now, do they go into overtime with an out-of-state game like this, Tom?
I would think so. Yeah, they do.
Yep. There's another run for McCray.
Boom.
Right up the middle and down to the 15. And the fans here at Stellos Stadium like that run by Andre McCray. Down at the 18. We start the fourth quarter. And Knight is going to keep this one. Option to the left. Then he pitches it to DeCoste. DeCoste need to break one tackle and just couldn't. The ball is on the ground.
Yeah, ball is already down.
And they're going to say he was already down.
Yep.
Good guy, Tom, that time. Some Mansray that time on the tackle. So after that run by DeCoste, it'll be second down and 6 for Nashua South. About the 14-yard line of Lowell. Paradise goes in motion to the right. Now Paradise is going to get the ball, but Paradise can't come up with it, and they're just going to say that
backward
down.
pass. That could have been a fumble, but they're going to call incomplete. They're going to say it was a forward pass. I don't agree with that, but they're going to say forward pass.
Luckily, the Panthers dodge a bullet there, and now bring on third down and 6. Paradise will come off, take a little breather. He's had a great game this afternoon for Nashua South. Third and 6 at Lowell's 14-yard line. And they give this McCray inside the middle. McCray, nice footwork there, still dragging defenders down about the 1-yard line.
Well, Lowell has had some tackling issues, I think, in this second half. They have not been able to wrap people up very well.
I think that is the heart of McCray's game. He likes going in the middle. He just has some great footwork to break tackles. He doesn't shy away from contact either. And they give it right back to McCray. McCray moving his feet. I don't say this. He does get it.
Does he get in?
Yeah,
barely.
Barely.
Boy, it's a feel-good day for South, isn't it?
It surely is.
The pain of having lost last week, Pinkerton, by that score, and then all of a sudden being able to put up the points back again and get back to their old high-scoring ways has got to make them feel good.
It really helps them, get some momentum, especially with Division I being so wide open. Besides Pinkerton, you never know who can really challenge you.
Right.
And every game is going to really matter coming down this home stretch, especially when they play Exeter, Central, and Salem in the last 3 games. And, North is up there. North, even though you don't really know what to expect from North because they played against Winnacunnet and Dover, Winnacunnet and Londonderry, but then got walled by Pinkerton. So they're definitely a team that might have a chance to make it back to the postseason, even though they lost a lot of talent.
Now you got to wonder, Lowell's got to wonder about what they have to do this year. They've got the quarterback who can put up the points, but you need the defense.
Yeah.
That's what they have to wonder about. They've got great speed and great athleticism, but do they have enough on defense to keep good football teams from putting up points?
And they're going to find a lot more physical teams down the road than Nashua South.
Boy, so, they are. Yeah, exactly. No doubt about it.
If Nashua South is an easy time running up the middle, who knows one of these bigger offensive line teams in Massachusetts, how they'll fare. Dennis is going to kick this one off again. Let's look for another touchback by him. And this one looks to be just short. It picked up at the 1-yard line for Lowell at the 20. A nice return down to the 25.
That's official. Paradise is fading on the back 9.
Yes.
Dennis, rather.
10 minutes to go, 10 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Our score is 44-27. Nashua South on top. I think this is definitely a good game for Trevor Knight to get his feet back under him, go through the woes and everything, and just really start learning this system, like you said, how high-powered it is.
Well, he's grown up in the system. His father's the head coach, so he can, obviously he gets a lot of extra help with it, so. But he has to pay tuition.
Yeah.
Scott Knight lives out in the Milford area, so.
Keith Jones wish he had
I bet, I'm sure.
Playing for him.
Amherst or South, I'm not sure if it's Amherst or Milford.
Well, either coach, either that, Mike Bello. Here we go with a nice completion for Lowell into territory of Nashua South before he loses the ball. That is
like Galvin's having a good second half.
Yeah, he's coming. He had a couple drops earlier.
But boy, what they've done is they've shown some confidence in him. They've gone right back to him. Why not? Look what he can do with the football.
Galvin down to the 40-yard line in Nashua South territory after a great running catch.
Statistician's nightmare today's game. All these numbers.
Noel fakes the handoff, goes across the middle.
Oh my, wide open.
A completion to Kerrigan.
And what Kerrigan did was he did a great job of being the aggressor on that play and hauling the pass in, lowering his shoulder, and then you see the Nashua defender getting up slowly because he took a hit from the big guy. That's Castro. He took a hit.
And they can't afford to lose him. Maybe this seems to
might have cramped.
Yeah, cramped up that time.
Yeah, a little bit of a cramp, but boy,
And Castro gets right back up after stretching a little bit, so that's good to see Castro get back up. He's definitely laid a lot of big hits in that secondary this afternoon.
I don't think so.
And go back to Knight. Trevor, if you get Farrader, Farkas, and then if Knight is able to keep on, that could be 3 great quarterbacks, in a row to have.
No doubt about it.
And Trevor's only a sophomore, so that's, the future could definitely be bright for Nashua South if they're able to put it all together.
Yeah, there's been no thought of putting Goff back in there behind under center. 10:23 to play in the football game. 44-27, South leads it. Lowell takes a timeout on the injury timeout, and now they're back out on the field. With a 1st and 10. Ball just outside the 20-yard line, the 23-yard line.
Motion. Noel's going to keep this one. He goes in the middle, but really just a minimum gain that time for Noel. That brings on a 2nd down and long for the Red Raiders. Under pressure this time, Noel's going to have to scramble, try to find open man. He does, and that is complete for a 1st down.
Well, I give the Lowell receivers credit. They're getting popped as soon as they catch the football. They're holding on to it. That was Galvin again.
Yeah, that was Galvin with the reception. Has the ball down around the
17 points for this offense. If they can play defense, but that's the question. But 17 points is not that insurmountable.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see an onside kick if they're able to score here. Noel going to keep this one to the left side. Noel tackled short of the end zone.
Yeah, well, they got to score first before we could even talk about that. But I'd be hesitant with the onside kick because I wouldn't want to give Nashua that kind of field position.
Yeah, Goff that time was on the tackle for Nashua South.
And here's where you want to really hurry it up because you don't really want to waste a lot of clock time when you only have 4 yards to go. And you also don't probably want to hand off. They're probably going to try to throw the football.
Well, the running game really hasn't worked that much at all.
No, it really hasn't. Unless it's this guy carrying it.
And touchdown.
That's the only time it's worked is when he's carried the football and he's in.
Well, that time, a 3-yard touchdown run for him. And the Red Raiders get back on the board. 9:01 to go in the 4th quarter. And now our score is 44-33, waiting the extra point. And Noel really has been all the offense the Red Raiders have had. And this one is good. So now a 10-point game once again. 9 minutes
we
to go.
still have a football game.
Yeah,
10 points, 9:01 to play. Shootout here at Stellos, as you said it would be.
Do you put it in the hands of your defense and let them make a stop for you?
Well, I mean, you have no choice. In terms of the onside kick, yeah, I try to kick it deep.
Yeah.
There's plenty of time left, 9:01 to play. Nashua helps you out with their no-huddle offense because they don't take enough time off the clock.
Absolutely.
So I think that given that, if they ran a traditional offense, maybe. But with the no-huddle, with the hurry-up, or no-huddle, they don't huddle up, I'd say, okay, that's going to help us a little bit. So we can afford to do that. Because anytime South has had the short field, they've taken advantage of it.
We'll see if Lowell actually gets some air under their kicks on kickoffs because they really haven't the last 2 or 3. And this is going to be an onside kick. And Nashua South trying to get under it.
There's a scramble. Let's see
who comes away with it.
Nobody in Lowell is jumping up and down, so it looks like the Panthers retrieved it.
That one is recovered.
Yeah, I don't know. And now South's got the ball.
Castro right there.
South's got the ball. He's played a great game, hasn't he? South's got the ball at the 46-yard line. Another short field. I don't like it.
Yeah, you really have to have faith in your defense to try to really make a stop.
Well, maybe it was not. Maybe it was they didn't have faith in their kick coverage team because South has taken advantage of that too.
Yeah, they really. Anytime they've returned it, they've always started around the 45-yard line.
I don't know, but I would have not really wanted to give them the chance to have a short field.
This could be a drive to put the game away with 8:58 to go. Panthers find themselves up by 10. Paradise goes in motion. Then they're going to give it to McCray. McCray up the middle, finishing where he left off on the last drive. Nice 5-yard run.
Boy, that counter play has just been there all day for South.
That it has.
And they may, attempt to run that more now because 8:38 to play. I don't want to take some time off the clock. Let's see if they're going to do it.
Well, you got two good running backs in McCray and Paradise. Try to maybe take some time off of it, like you said, Tom. This Paradise once again in motion, and he will get it to the right side. Paradise with a burst of speed. Paradise had to break one tackle. He couldn't, but nice run for Derek. Paradise on that end around. Consolo that time with the tackle for the Red Raiders. Really game-saving tackle right there. Or Paradise would be running right into the end zone.
I think it's only a matter of time anyway. Anytime this Lowell team has been asked to play in a short field, they haven't been able to do it.
This team is like a human hair division. They just get going.
7 minutes and change to go in the fourth quarter. Paradise once again in motion. And now Knight's going to keep this one. Knight breaks a tackle. Knight, nice short run on first down for Trevor Knight.
Tackle number 58, 1 plus Alessio.
Well, what has Nashua done in this drive? They've kept the ball on the ground.
Yep, trying to keep the clock
Trying
moving.
to keep that clock moving. That's about as close to ground and pound as we're going to see with these guys.
No, you're not going to see an I formation and
No,
three running backs in
not
there.
anytime soon.
That's McCray. McCray dancing in the backfield, then goes right up the middle for a hard-earned yard right there on second down.
Number 13, Ryan Garrigan, number 26,
So third down and 7 for the Purple Panthers at the Lowell's 31-yard line. Armand McCray and Trevor Knight looking at the play. DeCoste goes in motion, fakes it to DeCoste. Trevor Knight's going to run with it. He wanted to throw it for a moment, but then takes a sack.
Now, it's not a bad thing. Keeps the clock going.
Yep, but also doesn't turn the ball over, sometimes.
Right. Not a bad thing. Not a good thing, but not a real bad thing.
So now we have an interesting dilemma here. It looks like they're going to go with the field goal.
Might as well. The ball goes into the end zone even if he misses it.
Yep, so Chris Dennis on for a long kick once again.
No, not in high school.
So this looks to be close to about
Come out to the
50 yard or so. Close to it. Kick is up, and this one doesn't have the distance. Nope. Just in the end
short.
zone.
Can't be returned. Go to the 20-yard line. No risk.
Yes, and Brown wanted to return that one once again.
Now, not a bad job by South there because what they did was they took 3.5 minutes off the clock, so that's not too bad.
6:02 now to go in the fourth quarter. Lowell's going to get another crack at it here as they find themselves down by 10. As Noel lead the Red Raiders, maybe down for another touchdown drive. It's the last time Red Raiders had the ball, he scored from 3 yards out.
Well, I think you pretty much guarantee this ball's going to be in the air.
Absolutely. Look for.
Well, I guess not, and I knew it.
He's going to run it this time.
I think they've got to air it out. They don't have time to run the ball with 5:53 left and they're down 2 scores. They've got to get the ball through the air and get zipping. Look for Brown downfield. Look for Galvin, people like that.
We see it so fast-paced earlier in the game. Now they're just taking their time looking at the line of scrimmage with the plays. You think that they'd want to hurry this thing up.
Right.
Now substitution for Red Raiders. Kerrigan comes off the field for a moment. He looked like he maybe got hit in the back. So Kerrigan, they'll be without one of their leading receivers this afternoon on this drive, on this play right here. Now going to the middle for Brown, just behind him.
Threw his hands behind him.
Yep.
And yeah, that was because Noel had to hurry it. He had to hurry the throw. 5:29 to play in the football game.
So third down here for Lowell. Third down and 8 at the 22-yard line.
In a game that very well could go over 3 hours.
Oh, it's going.
Got it.
It's going. Now Lowell's going to talk about this. Talk things over as they really, this is a drive that needs to continue right now, so they got to come up with a good play. Find themselves down by 10. 5:29 to go in the fourth quarter. As you're watching today's game here at Nashua's ETV, Nashua South versus the Lowell Red Raiders. Alongside Tom King, I'm Ryan Richer. Cameramans Mike James and Tim O'Neill. Our executive producer is Pete Johnson. And what a great afternoon. And great
Lovely
game, offense. You know.
Lovely. Absolutely lovely. It's a day made for these offenses. I'll tell you that right now.
It's almost like you're watching Oklahoma and Oregon shoot it out and seeing those offenses go to work.
Believe me, once this game is done, I'm not going to go home and watch Oklahoma and Oregon shoot it out.
It's like watching one of those
I've
games.
seen enough footballs flying back and forth and up and down the field for one day.
So I don't think you'll be watching the Oklahoma Florida State
No,
game.
I don't think so. No.
You want to watch like Army or Navy game with the triple option.
Oh, my goodness.
Here's Noel on third down. He's going to go across the middle for Brown, and that is an incomplete pass.
You know, that's tough. It's, you know, if I'm Lowell, if I'm going to throw the football, I want to throw it to the sidelines. I want to have my receivers get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Especially in the middle. There's all that traffic.
All that traffic, and there's a lot of room, especially on the right side of the ball, bottom of the screen. Look at all that room on the bottom of the screen. All that real estate is right there. That's where Lowell ought to be going.
Oh, we have a penalty on the play. Yeah, you got Kasari right there at the right. So much room. Looks like Lowell's pointing against Nashua South, maybe a possible offsides.
Yeah, offsides Nashua. The ball moved 5 yards, 5:23 to play, 44-34 in favor of the Nashua South Purple Panthers. A memorable home opener for South here in the 2011 season.
Now they go over the middle, and this is a short completion. I don't know. He's close, Tom.
He's very close.
That's Kerrigan on the reception.
Lowell's going to try to make the officials decide quickly. They want to line it right
I
up.
think they
gave it to him. They gave it to him. Referee Glenn Colborn signaled it right away. Gets the clock running again. 5:09 to play in the football game.
It's going to get closer than that.
He's going to air it out.
Go deep to Brown. He has Brown in stride. Brown dragging people down to the 35-yard line. And now down, big play that time for Brown.
I could watch Gilbert Brown run the ball with the football. I mean, just catch the football all day long. He is such a pretty looking receiver, the way he glides to the ball and runs and catches it in stride. Rarely seen on the high school level.
Does it in no effort at all.
None whatsoever. And now we've got an injury time.
Castro once again.
Yeah, with the cramp.
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's got a cramp, so.
Jerry Holland checking him out with the trainers.
I'm not athletic enough anymore to have cramps, so you can't do it.
Yeah, my hammy still cramps up a little bit at the gym.
Can't get any muscle cramps anymore.
Yeah, the second time Castro's been checked out.
John Collins probably can.
Yeah. Yeah. Working on that right leg, yeah.
Gary Fitz from the National Telegraph, my colleague at the paper, just says that his Noel statted for 470 yards of passing in a losing cause.
Well, 30 more yards, they'll get him to 500.
470.
Well, that is quite amazing.
Wow, he's got 118 rushing as well.
Definitely possibly the player of the game in a losing effort right there.
Close to 600 yards of offense. One player. I don't think I've ever seen that on the high school level before.
So Castro walks off the field.
Castro walks, which definitely means that public address announcer Bob Bates will, maybe he might get there in time to catch the bouquet. I don't know, but he's got a wedding to go to after this one. Could be, yes, yes, very well could be, yeah.
Let's go, Reds. Let's go, defense.
Castro makes his way to the sidelines and will be checked out further there.
Did you make sure you checked out the dessert menu for the reception, Robert? Because I think that may be when you get there. And forget the open bar. It's not happening.
There's Noel once again. This one almost picked off. Intended target that time. Jack Galvin just missed him that time.
That would have put him over 600 yards.
That surely would have.
Combined.
4:50 to go in the fourth quarter.
Brown. Galvin or Brown? Brown lines up in the slot, in the middle slot.
He's going across the
middle. Nice pass. There it is.
Stride. This one
That's a
could
touchdown.
Be a Red Raiders
That
touchdown
should be
down about the
almost.
1 yard line. Jack Galvin that time.
Boy, if Galvin had a burst, he could have scored.
Yeah.
He seemed to slow down once he caught that football after catching it in stride.
I think once he made that move to go back inside, he should have stuck with going right to the outside. Maybe would have made the touchdown. Noel is going to try to sneak this one in.
Not going to get it. Not going to get it.
And I don't think he got it.
How did Galvin not score on that play?
It is surprising.
Well, Lowell's taking their time. They've got to hurry up here. 4:17 to play.
And counting.
Now they give Noel
goal.
a running start, and he'll go get in.
There's Noel. He's going to be at the line and pushed back.
Wow.
Great effort that time by the front.
Now this does two
Panthers.
things. It keeps him out of the end zone, but it also keeps that clock moving.
Connor Leary was there on the tackle. That does.
Galvin is really he may regret not being able to score on that pass.
We got 3 minutes and 40 seconds winding down here.
Third and more than one.
About maybe a 1.5 or so. There's Noel. He's going to pass it. This
Brown.
one is to Brown. Brown catches
Nice
it, but
catch.
He's
in.
Wow, they're going to give
You don't
that
need
one
well.
to
You don't
Brown.
need both feet.
Yep.
You need 1 foot, and that's all. And he had it.
I just thought he was way.
That's a
out
Plaxico Burrs type reception.
That sure is. Just throw it up and let the
Throw it
big
up and
fella
let the
come
big
get
fella come and get it and keep his feet in. And he got 1 foot down, and that's it. That's a touchdown. But a minute off the clock that they lose because Galvin wasn't able to get in the end zone.
Now for the extra point, and this one is good. So 3-point ball game. 44-41, 3:31 to go. Nothing but excitement here on Nashua TV.
I think this game deserves overtime. Don't you?
Yeah, I think so. Might as well.
I definitely do.
Well, if it goes in overtime, we're definitely missing dinner. All right. Nice drive that time by Noel to get his team. Noel get his team down the field. Threw a pretty ball in the corner of the end zone to Brown. So 3:31 to go. 3-point game. Now the Panthers, they just can't try to run it and hold on to the lead because they might have to punt it away and play defense again.
Well, the question for Lowell is, what do they want to do? Do they want an onside kick again? They haven't had any success with it at all.
They surely haven't today.
Their kicking game isn't that good. They kick the ball deep. They've got to make sure they have coverage. So, what an afternoon for Noel. Boy, I'd love to know where he's going to end up going some point to school.
Yeah, he has a nice arm.
Oh my goodness, does he ever. R.J. Noel.
Panthers up, waiting for this onside kick.
Well,
anticipating it. And
doing it again.
Kick, and Nashua
doesn't
recovers.
Lowell
Nashua gets it.
Well, I've got to quit 3 or 4 times in this half. I mean, it's given Nashua a short field. They haven't missed yet. They haven't missed the short field yet.
Yeah. And Jacob Castro comes away.
Why
with
do
time.
that for them? Make them kick it deep. Play some defense. Just.
You almost have a better chance kicking it a little, like an onside kick. If you're going to do it, kick it a little deeper and get your players a chance to run around with it, because sometimes it confuses the receiving team. But when you kick it right at them, it's either
kick a ground ball right at them. If they're able to just crouch down and field, you get their hands people up. They know it's a possibility.
And this one goes to Paradise. Once again, the workhorse up the middle.
And again, up the middle, it's Ryan Richards' favorite play, and that's what he saw, and obviously that's what Lowell will see when they examine the film next week, and that's what Nashua saw at halftime when they decided what adjustments they wanted to make. The middle of the field is where they've attacked.
You can see a lot of runs right up the middle now for the Panthers. I wouldn't be surprised if DeCoste gets this. Nope. Paradise once again.
Paradise once again.
Oh, squeaks right through the tackle. And gets enough for the first down. Yeah, we're at 2:56 right now in the fourth. 3-point game. Panthers is trying to work the clock down and come away with the victory. That would be their second of the season. This game doesn't matter. It should matter after losing a big one to Pinkerton. Get their momentum right back on track.
Yeah, this gets them feeling good. They've got Memorial after that. That'll really get their momentum going.
Here's DeCoste. DeCoste to the left side gets great block by Paradise.
Stay in bounds, though. Why go out of bounds?
Yeah, DeCoste goes
don't want to go out of bounds. Cut it back inside. You don't want your running back going out of bounds on a play like that.
Absolutely not.
That's a mistake. A nice run, but a mistake by DeCoste. I mean, he's got to be told, okay, you're going to run a sweep, but we want you to cut it back inside, even if it's not there, because we want to keep that clock moving.
Sometimes it's hard for these young football players to really also know clock management at this high school level.
It's hard for me to know clock management these
yes. Here's McCray. McCray to the right side. McCray breaking tackles, and he's going to be close to that first down.
Yeah, you give them a short field to work with. The way Lowell's defense has been unable to stop them that way. Guess it's a gamble when you do the short kick, but at the same time, they haven't won too many gambles here today.
Nashua South right up to the line. They're going to give it to Paradise. Paradise met in the backfield. Nowhere to go.
We saw a lot more of those types of stops in the first half than we did in the second half.
Yes. Now we have a timeout. Whoa.
Remember, there's no 2-minute warning in high school football. So, or college for that matter.
Yeah. So Lowell gets a timeout here. So that's their second. At 2:06, they need to come up with a stop as a second down and 12 faces the Purple Panthers after this timeout. There's been plenty of offense, and I won't read through the whole game, but this is how the fourth quarter went.
Whoa.
McCray 1-yard touchdown run. Noel 30-yard touchdown pass. Yep. A touchdown run. Then Noel to Brown for, that's about it. Yeah, touchdown pass to Brown, and makes it 44-41. That's where we stand in the fourth quarter. But yeah, there's been so much offense. Knight has a couple touchdowns. McCray has a couple touchdowns. Frey Ramos has 2 touchdowns. Noel has just been all over the place. And he's at 600 yards total?
Just about.
Yes.
He's over.
Yeah.
He's well over.
So Noel's just having a heck of a ball game. So after that timeout, here we go. Here's Knight. He's going to fake it. Now he's going to pitch it over to Paradise. That's going to be an incomplete pass, and that will stop the clock at 1:59.
Out of bounds play, stopping the clock.
Yep.
Incompletion, stopping the clock.
So if the Red Raiders are able, and that saves the Red Raiders from even using a timeout. So
3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12 here at
Coming
14.
Up. It's one of those games where you really haven't paid attention to whether it's 1st, 2nd, or 3rd down, the way these teams move the football.
Yeah, absolutely. You always just assume it's 1st down.
Right. Every play is played like that.
Here's the cost.
Oh, there he goes, turning the corner, but no. Yeah, and if you're Lowell, you probably decline a penalty. I would decline the penalty, set up 4th down. It's 3rd and 12 already. Why give Nashua the chance to have an extra play?
Absolutely.
If that's the case, if it is indeed against Nashua South.
Let's see where the referees call this one.
Yeah, offsetting penalties.
So we should repeat 3rd down.
Down again, and that kills Lowell because that takes time off the clock on that play.
Yeah. Not much, though.
So 3rd and 12 again. I mean, the way the scenario plays out, it's Dennis with the field goal and then Lowell trying to drive all the way down the field with like 50 seconds left. But
yeah, score, yeah.
But unless Nashua puts the ball in the end zone, let's see. No, it doesn't, but
McCray goes in motion. Now they're going to give it to Paradise. Paradise up the middle, but Red Raiders,
they played
first real stop up the middle.
Now they had Lowell's job on that play was to tackle, and right there, you know, they had guys, you know, like Jack Galvin and R.J. Noel. He's playing both ways. Noel out there on defense, and he's doing what he's been doing on offense. Unbelievable.
Having your quarterback out there?
1:40 to play, and now there's a timeout on the field. They're going to talk this over with 4th and 11. And they figure out what they want to do. Do they want to run a play or do they want to kick the field goal and make it a 6-point game? You debate the merits of both.
Either way, yeah. Well, this is about to say, if we get the field goal, you know, Lowell has to march down and get the touchdown pretty much to win. Yeah, if they don't go, then, you know, all Lowell needs is a field goal to tie it.
But I haven't seen a kicking game from Lowell where they can really kick a field goal.
That's true.
So my thinking is that the South can probably run another play.
Pretty much all you want, yeah. Yeah.
Run another play and then make Lowell just run it, you know, take it down the field.
And that's what's going to happen.
In any event,
unless
South puts the ball in the end zone, in any event, this has been an incredibly entertaining game.
Sure has, Tom.
Dragged out a little bit here and there, but still, it'll come down to a final possession unless South gets in the end zone here.
4 receiver set. That's the cost in motion.
Almost
Knight
a sack.
Evades the tackle. This was the McCray.
Just out of
off
his hands. He had a receiver just off the hands.
And that is going to be a big stop by Lowell's defense.
And Lowell, that's pounding the turf with his feet, was Salam Hallo. Or Jallo, we don't know how to pronounce it. Salim Jallo, the senior. Because he had Knight in his grasp and couldn't quite bring him down. 1:34 to play, and now the Red Raiders will take over, and they've got, let's do the math here, 88 yards to go.
And we've seen Noel have that. That's nothing for him.
Well, if you figure if they're going to go 88 yards, you've got to figure Mr. Brown's going to be involved somehow.
What can Brown do for you? Hopefully for the Red Raiders, they think he can get him a touchdown. We'll see right here. 1st down and 10 at the 13-yard line. 1:33 to go here at Stellos Stadium. Lowell Red Raiders take on the Nashua South Purple Panthers. Lowell's in the red and gray. Nashua South is in the white and purple. Well, going across the middle, there's a foot penalty, but not before there's 1st down for the Red Raiders after that completion.
Flags over on the 13, probably a hold on that side of the field. That's my guess.
That would really push back Lowell. An eligible receiver downfield.
Ooh.
So that'll now be a 1st down and 15 at the 8-yard line for Lowell with 1:27 to go. So now now they keep moving back here. Four receivers set, trips to the right. Noel is in shotgun.
Looks like some movement on
movement
South.
in front. Noel is going to just keep this one and run it. He has plenty of room along the left side. Still on his feet alongside, pushed out of bounds about the 40.
Was there any flag on that movement?
No.
No, there was not. No
So
flag.
the play will stand.
Because it certainly looked like South. I want to say 54 Dylan Flesh, but I'm not sure.
There was definitely movement
There
up
was
front.
definitely movement up front, and but there was no flag on the play.
Personal foul, Tom, against Nashua South.
Ooh, and that tacks on 15 to a long play already. That is not good
It sure isn't.
from South standpoint.
So they say he went out of bounds about the 30 or so. It looked like most to the 40, but we'll see where
Either
they
way,
spot
they
this.
get the ball out near midfield.
Yeah.
And they're going to mark it at the 45 yard. Too bad he got out of bounds at the 30 because he had momentum and taken them all the way up to the 45. They would have had the ball at the 40.
Yes.
Nashua 40. 1:07 to play. 3-point football game. 44-41.
Here's a
Don't
nice.
touch that remote. Pass incomplete.
Noel's passes couldn't find the mark to number 13, Ryan Kerrigan that time.
Yeah, I just think, you know what? It's Brown time. You know?
Either
Just-
that or
just
Noel
hit-
running.
Just hit Brown. I don't even do that. I just hit Brown. He's your best receiver. Gets to be crunch time. You want to put the ball in the hands of your best players.
1:04 to go in the fourth.
Noel to
Second
Brown
down,
has
10.
rarely failed this year.
There's Noel. He's under pressure. Has to get it away. And this is just an incomplete
Now, good
pass.
pressure by Nashua. They
Sari
decided
that time couldn't
they
find
decided to take the players and blitz. I agree with that. It's a gamble by Al Neville, but it's a good call. Blitz him and try to force a mistake or an incompletion.
You just can't let Noel have time back there.
Because now down in distance becomes a factor as well as the clock as it's 3rd and 10. 1
45.
minute exactly to play.
There's Noel. Noel still under pressure. Steps up in the pocket and he finds Brown, but just
Just
couldn't come down with it.
overthrew him a little bit. Brown with the leap. No other receiver could have come that close to catching it. And Brown had to stop his route because of the defender. But at the same point in time, Lowell inches away from making that play work.
Goff was there, but
And now you
Brown
get the
has the
fourth.
height.
Now you've got the 4th down play.
4th down and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That was some beautifully thrown ball, just a little off mark.
55 seconds to go.
Uh-oh.
Noel stumbles. Now
Doesn't-
he's going to roll to the left, try to find his
And that'll do it.
intended receiver, and Goff tips it away, and that
that
will
will
do
do
it.
it.
That time, Jack Galvin seemed to slip on that play.
Yeah, he did. And that'll end it.
And the best formation any coach likes in football is about to happen.
The knee.
The knee. As young sophomore Trevor Knight comes out, and he's going to kneel this one and put it away for the Purple Panthers. Really, the calls on the last drive for Lowell, it was only that big run that really did anything for him. You know, Brown, a little too high for him on that one play. Just couldn't come down with it. And Knight is going to kneel this. Interesting formation in the shotgun.
Shotgun knee. I've never seen that before.
I have never seen that.
There's a lot of
Wow.
things we haven't seen before in football that we've seen today.
Well, big for
One single player accounts for over 600 yards and loses.
RJ Noel, 600 yards. Big performance by him. Trevor Knight, 2 rushing touchdowns. Ray Ramos, he had a reception touchdown and a pick 6. So big day for him. Armand McCray. Derek Paradise really ran tough across the middle.
I'll tell you what, though, the hero is in this sequence for all the good offense we saw is the Nashua defense, which had to make a stop at the end of the game and did.
That they did, even though
They
gave
hadn't
up
been able to
41.
do it much, but they did it when it counted, and that worked. And that'll do it. The final score here from Stellos Stadium, it's Nashua South 44, Lowell 41.
And I'd like to thank everyone here at Nashua's ETV. Alongside Tom King, I'm Ryan Richer. Our cameraman, Mike James, Tim O'Neill, and our executive producer. Once again, here at Stellos Stadium, our score is 44-41. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for this exciting game, and have a great day, everyone.